Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, for the second series of the day. My name is Freddy or Grimmy Rana, and I am so happy to be back. It feels like forever since I've been on the HCG stream, but oh my god, we have some absolute bangers for you. This is the second game of playoffs, and if anyone doesn't know about this format, we have been here for good over a month now. We've had the regional Swiss stage, and we've had the main Swiss stage, and now we are for playoffs. And speaking about the regional Swiss stage, we actually have a team in this game from the regional Swiss. Big up Masonic. They went 3-0 in the first stage and then 3-1 in the second stage. They have come here so long and they've taken us through all the lengths. And apparently, I think I might have the wrong mic connected, so that is really annoying. And we do have the videos coming up, and that is one thing I want to touch on as well. That we see Masonic, they went 3-0 in the main stage. They are a very dangerous Danish team that have undergone quite a few roster changes recently. We saw Jonassy being added into his roster at the end of last year, and then coming into this year, Black, who was in there since the beginning with Kragan, has been moved to the organization's CEO role, and therefore we now see Noten and Cabby joining the Danish roster. These two players have a lot of experience. I feel like they're going to elevate this team into 2022. But we see the first two bans coming out of these two teams. The normal Easter ban, it will be Masonic picking up Nuke. And haven't been looking at Masonic as well. They haven't been too good this year on HLTV. They are actually yet to win a game. They have played Nuke already recently and got beaten 16-2 by fours. And it will be BNE, Bad News Eagles, the most definitely favorites in this game, picking up Ancient. And it will be like this is gonna be very difficult for them because Ancient is Bad News Eagles, one of their best maps. They've played it once this year, beating Void 16-4 in their major run. And I want to touch on that major run momentarily, but the first two maps have been picked out, so we will see the ban of Vertigo, which does just leave the maps of Vertigo, Dust 2 Inferno, and I think it will be the decider of Inferno. Both these teams are comfortable playing on these maps, and I think it's going to be very impressive. It's going to be very hard for Masonic here because, as I said, they haven't had too good of a year. They've pretty much lost everything so far on HLTV, and actually literally everything. Whereas Bad News Eagles, they've beaten teams like Insta Breach on maps like this already. But looking over back at these teams, Masonic. They've been really impressive so far in HCG. They started in regional Swiss stage. They said they went 3-0, beating the Portuguese team of Squad. They beat Onyx, and then for the win, another Portuguese team. And with this in mind, we can see Masonic not having a very easy run. They've progressed onto the main Swiss stage, and I don't feel like anyone really expected them to have the same amount of success. But they started off quite slow. They lost to Los Reyes, a team that if they were going to lose, if they were going to beat any team in their run, it would have been Los Reyes, but they actually lost to them first off, and then they came back and they went full force, came back swinging. They took down GTC Bulls, they took down No Mamers and Enterprise all in 2-1 fashion. So goddamn, have they earned their place right now in this playoff stage, and they really want to book themselves a ticket to LAN finals. And moving away from HCG, I did just talk about the fact momentarily they've had a pretty shaky year when it comes to HLTV. They're yet to win a game. They've been knocked out left, right, and center. They got to top 16 in one of the major qualifiers, where they did actually get beaten 16-2 by fours. But they've been pretty good in advance. They've went 5-2, a bit of a step up from last season where they didn't actually make playoffs. So this year, I feel like they have a lot of potential. Even if they do fall to Bad News Eagles today, I would definitely still keep an eye on them. I feel like they've got a really interesting 2 months, interesting couple of months coming up, especially with the additions of Noten and Cabby, who have a lot of potential. And I think the map is going underway momentarily, but while we have the second, can give an introduction to Bad News Eagles. And to be honest, do they even need one? They've just qualified for PGL, the PGL major in Antwerp this year. This is in fact a unreal aim. This is something that every single CSGO player in the circuit right now wants to achieve. This team is August right now. They're ex-Blink, and I feel like everyone knows that roster. They've peaked at 21st in the world. They're now sitting at 44th. They've played in ESL Challenger right now for the last 3 seasons. I've got ESL Premiership, but no, that is something very different. And they came 4th last season as well, which is a very impressive stat, not something that most teams can do. And looking over at HLTV, they've equally had quite a quiet year, as they are not without an organization. So they did pick up the Cash Cup win as an open qualifier, so they took that up. Actually, no, I think they got invited to that, and they took down teams like Insta Breach, which I actually commentated that game. And in HCG, they went 3-0 in the main Swiss stage. They beat teams like 777, Coalesce, and Isuba. So definitely impressive results. And it's going to be a very nice little game we've got in today. I feel like we're in for an absolute bang, we're in for an absolute treat, and it will be Nuke that we will start off with. And it is Black actually playing. I thought he was in the CEO role for Noten. The newer addition to this team will bring out swinging. He's going to get that first kill. The vent dive is going to be attempted. However, it's all just bad news. Eagles in the scoreboard right now. Dragon's going to try Leeson up. He's been there since intermediate with this team. Same with Black. Those two have been playing together for absolute years right now, but the kills going back and forth in a very messy dynamic. Bad news Eagles, they pick up a first. Going into the second round now of hopefully a very long-lasting series. It is going to be GX and Jean Flatro absolutely obliterating Cracker. MASONIC haven't chose to force really anything instead. They do just have these pistols, and these MP7 of Jean Flatro is going to go absolutely phenomenal. 2 kills, there's an extra $1,200 into their bank account. What more could you want? A minute 15 left on the clock, and it's just going to be MASONIC running it into their graves. No kills go their way. It was just 5 USPs, Glocks, so they will be just saving into this third round where the AKs will come out. It's going to be the first gun round where BNE, they will be tested now. And there is a chance that I have fixed my mic now, hopefully. That's actually really annoying that it was not working. But it is going to be this first gun round coming in a very explosive fashion. Ramp has been opened up by MASONIC, and they will be bounding themselves down towards this ramp, down towards the bomb site, where they will be met by John Flatcher. He's been very prolific last round with his MP7. Has the MP9 now. Can he do it in the same fashion? Peeks out, does a bit of damage, but equally damage gets inflicted on towards him. GX here trying to support his teammate, but I don't feel like it's going to be anything done. And all that's a tag going on to the last hate player with HP. Look at this, Wigon's coming in, the only international player in this BNE roster, and he will not get anything done. Everyone is on such low HP, and it will be the Swiss man unable to pick anything up. And hopefully my microphone is good now, and it will be MASONIC. They pick up the first gun round. Bit of a gimmick round, bit of a throwaway round for Bad News Eagles, as they should have money left in this. And that is exactly what they do. The AWP is out for GX, and he's a player, for me, definitely, I would highlight. I think he could be the X factor for this Albanian side. MASONIC, they are edging themselves in towards Hut, and I think it might be a fast A-pop coming out. Regon is going to get tested with Sereni, but look at this, the smoke is pulled out. He is just jiggling there. Re-smoking in towards door, but they will be exploding into Black, leading the charge alongside his teammate Notan. They will go 1-for-1. Sereni staying alive and towards back bomb site, will quickly get traded out. Batro there. The mini smoke has missed, was able to capitalize on that and get another pick. Bomb should go down momentarily. Black, he knows that the player in towards Minion. He faces him very aggressively. Bomb, though, is down on this back bomb site. GX, the glass cannon, is going to come up and put himself onto Southern. Now it's the 1v1. Black, the CEO of this team right now, I'm pretty sure, is going to find that first kill. Bomb is still down there, and he's only got 8 HP. 50 seconds on the clock. He has time to win with, but can he neutralize Flatro? Flatro has been pretty good this round. He is taking advantage of the missed utility from MASONIC. Not something you normally see from a Danish team. I know, especially in my Face It Pugs, they are so crispy with everything. This is very nice from Black. He has repositioned himself, going up towards heaven, but the time is ticking down. He needs to be wary of this. 30 seconds left on the board. He will choose to go up towards ladder, but again, 8 HP. He's going to have to hit that first shot, but I don't think Flatro is going to expect him to be where he is. Oh no, that is the kill going the way of Bad News Eagles. The Albanian side, they stay alive. They will be seeing another round with these guns, but their money is very fragile. It's very, very tentative, as they only keep one player alive. They aren't able to keep the orb. And look at this, Flatro gets a very nice timing onto Black. And it is the third round going the way of the Albanian side. Raining down, and it will be this fast day coming out. Kragan, a player that's been here since the start. Oh, he missed it. He actually threw a flash. That is a bit unfortunate from Sereni. So we tried to take the one way of the smoke, but he drops a flash, and it's going to be this Bad News Eagles team being wiped up. MASONIC, they do what they did last round. They do it off spawn. Sereni trying to get a spam through the smoke, does get some damage, but doesn't inflict a kill. This has been a very explosive start to the game. 5 rounds have been played out, and it's all been done in a blink of an eye. Excuse the pun, Blink, the old Bad News Eagles organization. And it's actually very unfortunate because they have been released by the org, and they lost their ESL Challenger spot. It feels like they haven't been invited to as many tournaments because of that. But we move away from those, from that point of view, because I think they are definitely going to be picked up by an organization momentarily, because if you think about it, like, they've just made it to the major. There is no way in hell I think an org is going to let them go there. Like, anyone will let them go there without an organization, and especially if they make it to HCG playoffs as well, everyone's going to want to put their name on their jerseys going into LAN. But it is coming up very soon, so they do want to get deals going through. But oh my god, look at they are straight away going to save box again. It's Sereni. The saved AK is going to be good for 2, very quickly traded out, and Regon, that Deagle spam blind, isn't going to be able to achieve a kill. They're slowing it down right now. Jean Flatro is up close and personal. He has picked up the AK from his fallen comrade. Molotov is going to force him out, so there's a nice bit of utility being played out by MASONIC. Synopsy here with that Deagle is going to find the first tag, but back away. No utility to really stop them. 1 minute 20 on the clock, so they are found on the bomb site, and it is going to be the Deagle unable to find a kill. However, John Flatcher with that AK that has been passed around quite a bit. It's already found 3 kills in this round. 1 minute 10 now, and it's going out Noten and Jonassy. 2 of the newer players. Noten very new, and Jonassy being picked up towards the ends of last year. They're going to have to do it all now. Sticking around towards this B bomb site. Waiting to see if Bad News Eagles make a misplay, if they step out of line. And oh, it's going to be Jonassy. He crept up towards Double, and he targets the player in his back. Initiates that kill and ends him off. GX now, the AWPer of this team by nature, is going to have to wield this AK in this 1v2. Is going to get spotted out. Bit of a ropey spray from Noten, but it's the kill nonetheless. And it's going to be the scores evened up now. MASONIC, they have broken the economy of BNE, and they have rounds to work with. We can see here Sereni, super nice first 2 kills. Drops onto Quinix there, who ends his life. And very nicely played out round from MASONIC. They want to book themselves a one-way ticket to LAN and nuke I've seen them be so good on this map before. I've literally seen them play main playoffs against UK teams. I've seen them in intermediate play in this playing this map back in like 3 years ago. They're in advanced right now, 5-2, so 13 advanced. I remember they're in intermediate, so I feel like I've got some history with this team, and especially players like Kraken and Black. They've been there since I started watching them. They used to play my mates in intermediate, and they will just be farming up against these USPs. However, Flatro 7-4. He's had a pretty decent game so far. It's going to drop an AK, and it's going to look to acquire that. Nade's going to do a little bit of chip damage, but it will. I don't see them getting too much more B&E here. MASONIC, they're going to try to keep 4 players alive. Not allowing any survivors. The AK does get knocked out. And it will be Recon just staying alive. Round 8 will be going underway. And we will be seeing the AKs already picking up a kill onto Regon. Black is going to try to take down this aggression, which he does. Very nicely done. Doesn't expect the second player hit there. And it will be the 1-for-1 trade. However, this still favors MASONIC. They do have the man advantage. 4 against 3 now. And this time is barely even ticked down. 1:20 left on the clock. The Danes have so much time to work with. And the Albanian side of Bad News Eagles is definitely looking a bit tentative right now, because they are definitely the favorites coming into this lineup. MASONIC, they're ranked 200th in the world. They haven't won a single HLTV game this year. Bad News Eagles, they're on a very dominant form, winning themselves a place in the major, peaking at 21st in the world this year. Now they're placing at 44th. They are so much in favor against this MASONIC side. However, right now, on the map pick of MASONIC, they are looking pretty good on this T side. And I think it'll be interesting to see how the rest of this map can go. And then if Ancient can go maybe the way of the Danes. Noten finding a kill onto Sereni. And that's just the man advantage going even further in their way. 2 to the good now. Synopsy and John Flatro looking to hold down this fort. But it will just be Synopsy on this A bomb site against the world. And I don't feel like he's going to get anything going. John C does get the bomb down. That's going to be Kraken. One of the veterans of this team gets that kill. And it's just all MASONIC, keeping 4 players alive. 5-3 right now. Very dominant showing from them. Bad News Eagles is on a force buy now. Not even a force buy, on like just a 2k buy. They're on the Deagles, only 2 bits of armor out for Synopsy and Regon. GX is saving for that AWP. MASONIC, they're looking to make it a 6. They're looking to double their rounds against Bad News Eagles, and they've got so much money as well. So if they can stay alive with all 5 players here, that is definitely going to be pretty tasty, because look at this right now. It's early on, and they're throwing away that AK. Quinix is just giving up his life. He's allowing the fate to just come his way. I love that from him, just throwing his AK on top of Mini. He's trying to get away with his life, and I don't know if the CTs will... He's actually going to kill with the Glock. No way. I think GX does somehow pick up that AK. I think he dropped onto Mini, so...
Nice idea from Queenix there, but it doesn't actually work out in his favor. The Glock kill does go his way. He tried to throw away it so they wouldn't they wouldn't actually be able to collect it into the next round, but they do anyway. And it will be Masonic probably keeping fire. Oh, Regon, very nice shot there. The only armored player, the Swiss player, the only international player in this roster is going to bonk him down. And it's going to be, hopefully, Masonic keeping these 3 players alive. And as I was saying, their economy is looking pretty sharp right now. Earlier on in this, it's earlier on in the game, and they've already built up such a dominant bank. You see 4 pretty much 4 players with 5 digits. And this is definitely what you'd want to be seeing. However, on the flip side, Bad News Eagles, they are not looking as prolific. They do have a significant buy coming out right now, but it isn't too much to write home about. And a pause is going to come in, so I'm just going to check who actually called it. Yeah, so Masonic have called the tactical pause, and that's interesting that they've called it of all teams because it's they are on winning forms right now. However, it's very Carrigan-esque. You don't necessarily need to take a pause when you are losing. You can take it when you win and just let your team dwell a little bit. Yeah, let your team sit there and just contemplate what is going wrong. But yourself as well, you can go, okay, we're doing right, but I want to do this. They found a crack in the defense and they want to take advantage of it. Round 10 is going to be played out now. It will be Masonic looking over towards this outside area. GX trying to hit an AWP shot outside. Is going to miss his target. Kraken is going to be creeping around these smokes. It is him alone on this outside area. Everyone else is in towards A, but Kraken, he catches off the first player. That's such a huge kill. He's opened up the defense, put them into a bit of state of disarray. And Kraken, he's still alive. He's still roaming here. He can't really die, though. As soon as he dies, their whole plan is in the floors. And very unlucky. He doesn't get that kill onto Synopsy. However, they know there's no ramp player right now. So Masonic, they've put their tails in between their leg, and they've scarpered down towards ramp. They've opened up that area of attack. The bomb will go down. This is super nice from Masonic, all on the back of Kraken's lurk. Rigon is here with his teammates, though. Try and get something going, and he actually wins the aim battle onto Queenix. Notamnan, the newer player in this roster, is going to pick up that frag. 2 players in towards single and 1 in towards double. GX is going to fall, and it's just these 2 low HP players that are alive. Gensi and Notum to end their lives right there. Very nice long-range dig. It does land on the head of Jonassy. But it will be Masonic now. 4 rounds to the good. And it's absolutely astronomical. I have no idea how we've got to this stage. I thought they'd do well, but I didn't think they'd be the favorites going on to nuke T side of all sides. The force buy is yet again coming out for Bad News Eagles. We see Synopsy with this one A1S. 3 Deagles and a P250. Not what you'd want to be rivaling this full-fledged buy of Masonic. They have an AWP, they have 4 AKs, and they're looking to convert this onto a spam already being endured onto these CT players. That smoke being dropped in towards Squeak is the remaining of its kind. There is only a flash left onto Sereni. He's tucked in towards ramp. This is super nice from Masonic. They were nowhere near the favorites coming into this game. Very nice shot from Jean Flatro. That is actually very tasty deagle shot onto Kragan. Kragan was probably one of the main reasons why they won the previous round. So he opened up the bomb. He opened up the whole area, this whole map. He took control of outside, killing the mini player, but that is somehow landing onto Black. That was the quite a lucky deagle spam, and it does get the head of Black eventually. Finally, he gets neutralized. That deagle menace was on a rampage. These players in towards Ven are going to be good for one. It's actually a 2v2. Score is very tentative for these players. Very nice smoke being brought out. Quinix actually dinked down to 21 HP, and especially with Synopsy coming through right behind him, this is really dangerous. And Jonassy's timed out. Wait, oh my god, Jonassy's timed out. 7, and the time is ticked down. Masonic, they relinquish a round that they should not have, and that is so unbelievable for them. That is so unlucky. The Orb, I think he has just come back. I'm not sure what's happened, but that is a really unfortunate round for Masonic. Bad news, Eagles. They took the 1v1s. Very nice opening pill from Sean Flatshow, and he's still able to get this shot. I have no idea how that deagle shot landed, and it was just like Regon in the vent, Synopsy in towards ramp, and I did not expect the clock to tick down, and the clock is their worst enemy, especially online CS. Players timing out left, right, and center, and I'm just going to see what the exact issue is, and that is so unfortunate for this CT side, for their T side. No, Janissy is back in the server now. I always struggle sometimes with these international names and pronouncing them and just looking over them. I think I was calling Sereni. I was calling Seneri Sereni. Just looking at them at first glance, I was like, oh, that's how you pronounce their name. We'll be going underway now. Gensi is back in the server now. Very unfortunate for him that he got timed out. And it will be now this Albanian side coming into fruition. They've got the momentum behind them. They want to convert some more rounds. This is a CT-sided map, so they definitely want to prove why they're the better team and why they should be booking themselves a ticket onto LAN playoffs. Utility is just holding back this Danish side momentarily. Seneri is picking out onto this squeaky door, but it is going to be Jansi picking up that second kill of the round. Orb headshot, bit of an overkill. They will be actually going down the vent. The Orb is caught off momentarily, and it's actually the kills going the way of Bad News Eagles. Kraken and Queenix now left alive. They're looking to take down the player of Synopsy, who's on 15 HP, but he is gone walking. He is wrapped all the way behind them. They're going to figure out where he is, but that first bullet dink is going to cause absolute havoc. It's just Queenix left in this 1v3. Bomb is down towards Squeak. He's going to play it in towards Heaven. They miss the Orb shots. We've been allowed some momentum into this round, but it is going to be Bad News Eagles collecting 2 in a row. And that is very unfortunate for Masonic. For a second, I thought they were going to be picking up. They had the 2-man advantage. They had the man advantage. But all of a sudden, it slipped through their hands. And the Albanian side, they do win the 12th round. Money is still good for this Danish side. But it is definitely not where they'd want to be. They definitely had the momentum on this first half. And they should have, in their eyes, probably pushed it a little bit further. Round 13 playing it out now. They don't have a AWP, but they do have the rifles. Orb shot will miss. GX as get neutralized. There will be the A-pop coming in because of that. They have the nice reaction from it, and it's just going to be Sereni completely full blind. Zenary even, and it is just Regon and Synopsy left alone. That's such a nice little reaction play. As soon as they get the kill onto GX, the AWP gets dropped, and they completely just explode onto that A-bomb site. Zenary is completely full blind. in towards Tetris there, and it's going to be all the kills going the way of this Danish side. Regan is the only player left alive. Swish, he is from Switzerland and Albania, a bit of dual nationality going on right now. But he's experienced, he's been around the scene for a while. I think even this might be a tall order for him. Bomb is about to explode. 1v5, and it's going to be the Danish side keeping so many players alive. Don't know if they're going to be able to pick up an AWP for Gen C. They do have the money if it all does go square. I don't think I would have ever expected Bad News Eagles to be in this deficit like this, because MASONIC, they're a good team, fair enough, but they're going, they're in a different, it feels like Bad News Eagles are in a different league. MASONIC, they didn't even get close to qualifying for the major. The best they got was in Open Qualifier 3. They got to top 16 and got banged out by 4-16-2. They're playing in advanced. They're going 5-2. They went 7-7 last season, and they're a good team to get to this stage. But I thought it would just be a different type of, a different level. But it will be this 1-for-1 trade going right now. It is the lobby push coming in, and it does favor Regon. He gets those first 2 kills, drops the AK over to the A1S over to his teammate, but Kraken outside is going to even up the figures right now, and he's looking to go even more. But have a Queenix on the other side of the site, and it's just going to be all of them getting kills. Synopsy last alone. It's going to be a very tall order for him to win this. I feel like after those first 2 kills of Regon, it was looking pretty fresh. But MASONIC, they just took the 1v1s. They spread themselves around the map, and their aim duels proved dominance. Looking to get a 9th here. And they've definitely got the advantage going on to their CT side. And I feel like it could be a map 1 going the way of the Danish side. The young guns, the up-and-coming roster could prove themselves right now, and if they get a win against BNE, and if they secure themselves into playoffs, I will be absolutely gobsmacked, and I will be so impressed. Because this is a by large CT-sided map. And we see teams struggle normally on the T side. However, now MASONIC, they're looking pretty good, and Synopsy, he's been caught off guard a little bit. He somehow survives with his life, and but with only 12 HP. He's used all his utility. I think that's a nade about a bonk onto his feet. However, it is 3 players grouped in towards lobby. They were poised momentarily to take a reaction if they did get that kill onto him, onto Synopsy and towards ramp. But it will be Gen C even. In towards outside. He's normally the wielder of the big green, but hasn't got it in this round. The AK will do. I'm surprised they didn't just pull it out for the last round, because he's been pretty good with the AWP so far. And I think they are just going to propose some outside smokes right now. There is a player up close and personal. Look at this. John Flatro is right in towards Africa. He is right next to all these players, so he can get caught off guard. They're not going to clear him properly. He's going to get the first. There is one player right next to them, but he's going to pick up this AK. That's an extended firepower, especially with Regon now with that AWP. I was going to say MASONIC don't have that AWP, but Regon does. He's going to get a kill onto Queenix there, and it is the man advantage for Bad News Eagles. But Synopsy here, he'd been tagged down earlier on in this round, and he is going to get dropped. The B-bomb site has been opened up. There is no one here to stop them right now. They don't have any utility. That is the problem. They're going to have to take these aim duels. Both these players in towards double. It's going to find the kill onto Seneri. And it will be GX and Regon left alone. One in towards ramp, one in towards B-bomb site. Now just make it Regon. He is going 14-10. He's had a pretty good game. The AWP is in his hands. 1v3, no kit though, no utility. He's just going to have to plainly hit his shots. And a retake of heaven is very hard. He misses the first 2 shots. Gen C does miss quite a considerable amount as well, but it will be MASONIC 10-5. Super impressive. And I honestly am absolutely gobsmacked. I had no idea we'd see a dominant form from MASONIC. The Danes, they are looking very impressive right now. And my name is Freddy or Grimmy Rana. We will throw it to a short ad break momentarily before the second half. And hopefully we can see the Danes pull it forward and take this first map. Because I feel like there'll be such an unreal underdog story. They haven't won a single HLTV game so far this year, and they could be taking down a team that has just made it to the major. Welcome back, everybody. My name is Froyo Rana, and the second half of Nuke will be going underway. It is the map pick of Masonic, and I really do like. I really want to see them win this because they are looking very dangerous so far in this tournament. They have come all the way from the regional bracket. They went 3-0 at the very beginning, taking down teams like for they took teams down like Onyx Squad and another Portuguese team in for the win. And with this in mind, we saw them go onto the main stage where they lost originally to Los Reyes, but then took down GTC Bulls, No Namers, and Enterprise all in a 2-1 fashion. And I feel like, goddamn, they've earned their place in this playoff spot, and they'll be looking to book their ticket themselves a ticket to LAM. They've only played 5 matches on HLTV so far. 3 in the Pinnacle Win Series 1 regional, where they did go 0-3. Or just ignoring that right now, it is going to be Masonic pick up a pistol round so crispy. The Bad News Eagles, they tried to commit themselves to ramp, and they got just completely shut down. I feel like they had to win that pistol round, BNE. They had to at least get the bomb down. And look at this right now, Masonic, they've got a 6-round advantage. They've got the momentum. They didn't lose a single player on that pistol round, and it will be BNE probably looking to eco this, and Masonic put themselves onto a 12th. It's absolutely unbelievable right now for Masonic. Super impressive. They haven't even won a map on HLTV so far this year. They've only played 5, only played 5 series, so that is keeping in mind. They haven't played too much. Bad News Eagles, they've looked pretty good. They've made it to the major. They've won a Cash Cup. They lost their challenger spot because they did remove themselves from the organization of Blink, but it would be Bad News Eagles forcing up now. They have got 5 Deagles, only 4 now because Regon got dropped. So if Bad News Eagles are unable to pick up this round, it's going to be looking very dangerous. And Gensi, very nice shot onto Seneri. That is absolutely beautiful shooting from these Danish side. And with a minute on the clock, Yet actually has slipped through the net a little bit. However, unable to monopolize on that. Black is going to drop, and it's just Synopsy and John Flatcher left alive. Very nice shot onto Kraken. Player got a little bit over advantageous there, and they're getting very confident. They're peeking into this Bad News Eagles team, and they will get shut down. However, it is just John Flatcher left alone in this 1v3. He's got the A1S, so he does have that rifle to compete at a long range. Sees one player towards Generator, sees one player towards Heaven, and they will be swinging onto him. He's running out of bullets, so he's going to have to switch to that Deagle. Reloads will come in, and they are just running down on him. They do want to get that kill, but hold on a second. He actually had to kill onto Noten. Jensi in towards Generators is only on 8 HP, so if he gets this kill, this could get very tensive for them. Queenix in towards A. Is going to try hold down, but hold on a second. John Fletcher has picked up a second in this 1v3. He's got 3 kills to his name, and he's in this 1v3 against Queenix right now. Bomb is on his back, but with... Actually, no, it's on his back. I was going to say, I completely forgot about the time. 10 seconds, 5 seconds, 4, 3. The time has run out. There is no way he can win this round, and I was so fixated on him getting the kills, I completely forgot about the time, and it has bamboozled this Bad News Eagles side. They do well to get it so close, but they didn't even get the bomb down, so they will save the only rifle they have. They do save the A1S into this 18th round, but it will just be Masonic Winner 12 gets very tentative all of a sudden. Danish side, they are looking pretty good right now. And Bad News Eagles, they're actually going to force back into this. Because there was only one player left alone on this Masonic side, their money isn't as good as they'd want it to be. So B&E are going to try and take advantage of this. Peek onto Heaven there. Is going to get a very nice shot onto Gensi. What more could you want for an opening pick like that? And it is actually going to be the kills going the way of B&E. This scout of Synopsy is raining absolute havoc onto these Danish players. Rifles have been collected. It's going to be all 4 players in towards Heaven. Queenix is going to get tested. He's on this A-bomb site. He's in towards Vent and could get caught off guard a little bit because I don't think he's going to expect all 4 players here. He's going to get the first kill, looking to get some more. Unable to find the head. The players are dropping and they are encircling him, and Regon, very lovely shooting from him. He picks up a second, and B&E, they want to get themselves onto a 6. Noton is going to try stop it. Vent has been, the door has been opened. He sees the first player onto that second Vent area. Flash comes out. It's going to allow him to get the first. Spray transfer attempted onto the second, but that is going to be all she wrote. And Masonic, they do fall eventually. Bad News Eagles onto 6, but they literally have to double their score right now to even match the Danes. Round 19 is being played out. Masonic, they have elected to buy into this now. 5 Deagles, 2 splashes, and somehow Noton has just run through that and been allowed to get a kill. John Flatro standing strong in towards lobby. He's looking to hold down the fort, and he does it in a very dynamic way. He's already got 3 kills. Trying to get a 4th, but will finally get neutralized. Noton with 2 in the round for himself. 22-7. He has been very impressive so far. And it will be Bad News Eagles trying to get some momentum on the board. They've got so far to go already, though. It is 1 round of many they're going to have to get. Regon, fast like that, gets 2 kills. And they will be breaking the economy of Masonic momentarily. So Bad News Eagles, they've got slight in onto this first map. They're going to have to really show their true colors and really show why they are a tier 1 team if they want to take down Masonic with this comeback now. The AK spam is going to come out. They know the player into wars generated. Little they know there's 4 players, all 5 players there. There's actually the USP kills going their way. Fully flashed. And the AKs will just farm up eventually. Because I don't think they expected all 5 players to be on that stack. And as soon as they saw, they collected themselves a little bit. 2 kills go the way of Masonic. And it will be them now getting these rifles on the board. Black and Kraken, they actually do open up. That's very impressive. Long range shooting. However, these AKs, they prove dominant. The long-range battles most definitely favor them, and it is going to be the 5 rifles coming out from Masonic. Bad News Eagles, they still have a MAC-10 on GX, but with 4 AKs, this could still be very dominant. Let's move the fast head. They're just bounding out towards the bomb site. Quinn's going to get tested. They're all coming out. Top part is Molotov, but the Molotov misses. Black gets one as well through the smoke, I think. Oh no, he's going towards Heaven. And it will be these kills going the way of Masonic. Trades do come out. Bomb goes down. Synopsy and Regan left alone. Make it just Synopsy. He gets spammed through the smoke. And it's going to be Synopsy with 21 HP trying to get this 1v3. All 3 players of Masonic, the Danish side, will be retaking from Heaven. And this is definitely a must-win round for Masonic because they are breaking the economy of B&E. He's had a pretty slow game so far, Mr. Synopsy. 9 kills, make it 10 now. He gets that first kill for JNC, and he tries to get the second, but Kraken will neutralize that threat. 2 players left alone. They keep 2 AKs, and that is Masonic on a 13th. 3 away now from picking up map 1. And while we've got a moment, I want to say a big shout to our sponsors. They're the reason why we are able to host this 180,000 euros tournament. First is CoinMotion. They're a leading crypto platform from Finland. And if anyone wants to invest in crypto safely and securely, regardless of their expertise in digital currencies, you can make sure to go over and just register there and maybe dabble a little bit in crypto. And you've also got Plasma, this science-based e-shorts nutrition drink made in Germany, developed by gamers for gamers, and they will make lack of sleep and lack of concentration a problem with the past. However, it is an outside play right now coming out for MASONIC. They do lose that first player, and they lose a second. Kraken is trying to step up and save his teammate. He's good for 2. Seneri finally picking up the pieces. And it will be Noten now left alone in this 1v2. It was a 1v3 and he's got the first kill up against Seneri and Synopsy. He does have the right play though with this Org. And if he'd held that outside position, he could have got lucky. No kit at all though. He's pushed himself in towards ramp. So he will have the quick rotation towards the B-bomb site. Because that is the area of attack BNE are looking to take. Smoke goat both going ways. He could just push through, so that's exactly what he's going to do. Have a Sereni. Oh no, Seneri is going to catch him off guard, and it is BNE back on winning form. They've broken the economy of the Danes once again, and this game has all of a sudden got very, very close. Will be the nade stack coming out and neutralizing Black. That is really good from MASONIC because they don't have really anything to work with. So nice little nades on towards outside. Relon gets neutralized and boom, he is just getting down. It's actually, why are these USPs so good? They always seem to get the first 2 kills and then do finally get knocked out. Oh, there is Synopsy on 4 HP and all the spam is not going their way. That is the second nade kill of the round. Black has picked up an AK. Is trying to get that kill onto Jean Flatterer, but it is just going to be Queenix now. AK, but it is going to be Synopsy with 4 HP, 4 kills to his name. And these USPs, they always seem to get the first 2 kills. And then they just do falter. I don't know how we've got it. Like, it happens every single time. And then Bad News Eagles, they do just collect the pieces. Pause is coming out, and I think that is a pause for Bad News Eagles. They are 3 rounds away from evening it up. This was a 12-6, 13-6 type scoreline, and then all of a sudden, 13-10. Bad News Eagles, the Albanian side, they have done so well to bring it back this far. They've just qualified for the major, and they're showing us why they are a dominant force in this European scene. Danes, can they keep hold of their lead? They have the AWP out, they have the rifles. Gensi, we haven't seen him with the AWP at all this half just yet. And honestly, I don't think we've seen GX yet with the AWP. So hopefully we can see them with some magic coming out from both sides. And if you're an Albanian fan, if you're a fan of the BNE side, you are definitely on the edge of your seats right now, just seeing if they can complete this comeback. And equally, as if you're a Danish fan, MASONIC, they are looking pretty dangerous coming into this season, year. They do have some new roster changed in. Notan is new this year. Gensi got picked up last year. They do actually have Cabby that normally plays for Black, so MASONIC, they don't even have their full roster. But Kraken, look at this, spams 2 down and actually gets a tag onto Synopsy, I think, through the vent. And that is exactly what you want. The outside player standing strong. And that is absolutely magnificent. However, Synopsy, he's crept down. He's gonna catch a player off guard. They don't realize there's a player in towards Secret. And he's gonna see this first player. Trigger discipline at its finest, and oh, he's going to get the knife kill. Black stabs in the back, and he's going to get a second kill. Kraken, head cleanly taken off, and all of a sudden it's a 3v3 now. MASONIC, they have a player down towards the B-bomb site. Noten is there. They have a player outside. Gensi is going to find that kill onto GX. The AWP duel does go the way of Gensi, and it is going to be now. I think the A bomb site is going to be the point of attack. Queenix is left alone there now. He's going to have to stand strong. I don't think he realizes stops. He has come up and he gets an unreal timing. That is the frag going their way. The 1v3 is in tension for Seneri. He's going to have to stand strong here. He will be fighting 3-1v1, so it's definitely winnable, but it's going to be a tall order, especially with 25 seconds. The time is ticking down, and this is a must-win round for both sides. The money will still be there for BNE if they do lose. He's running through the bomb site now. He doesn't clear his corners, and Notan is going to neutralize that threat, extinguishes anything. And Masonic on 14 now. 2 rounds away from taking map 1. Both teams have a operating buyout, but look at this BNE. They have really nothing to work with. They have a glass cannon on GX. They have only a smoke on John Flatro. Regon has no utility whatsoever. Seneri has a smoke. Synopsy with a smoke, with a Molotov and a flash. No, they're literally playing with pieces, and this is going to be a missed shot. It's going to allow Kraken to get that first kill. Very over-ambitious one. He does just swing out. That flash is going to land in the face of the ramp player. He's going to actually sneak past Noten. I don't think he's going to realize that he's up close in person. He does most definitely now. Jumping around his MP9. It's going to be the first kill going the way of Synopsy. It's the man advantage going the way of Bad News Eagles. They completely relinquished the ramp position. But this sweep push does grant them 2 kills, and all of a sudden, Masonic somehow are in the driving seat for this. Black is in a very tensive area. Queenix is repositioned in towards Hart. He might be the X factor here. They're not going to expect him, but they do. And oh my god, the 2 low HP players are going to be bombarding themselves on this A bomb site. Gensi is going to come up through vent. He doesn't know where either the players are. Bomb will go down. He can grasp himself through this vent area. Synopsy's gone walking. He's going to try go up to heaven while there's still a player on this A bomb site. This is very winnable. But AWP is not the gun you want to be using. Both these players are low HP, but it does not matter if you've got the AWP. He has no kit. Smoke and 2 flashes. He's going to be lucky himself up. And it's going to be Seneri finding him with his back turned. Bullet in towards his back. And it's going to be Masonic on a very tentative buy. They're going to have 2,400 loss bonus in towards the next round. And all of a sudden, Bad News Eagles, they are looking very good to maybe claw themselves back. That round was, at any moment in time, it could have gone either way. Nade stack yet again. Oh, the curse has been broken, and it's going to be John Flatcher picking up the first kill. I was really hoping we'd see the USPs gain these first picks, but it is not going to be the case. Bad News Eagles, they're looking to do it in a dominant fashion. Queenix does get one for his name. And, oh, that's a second one to Regon. That's a lot of damage going their way. Hold on a second. Wait, hold on a second. Queenix with 3 kills out of nowhere. He's got 2 of the USP, 1 with the AK. John Flatcher is coming around from Hut. Queenix in towards Squeak. If he gets this read right, he could grant himself a second kill. Kraken with this Eagle is going to join his teammates. And Seneri has just claimed the bomb onto his back. Wait, no. There's going to be 45 seconds left on the clock. Bad News Eagles are positioning themselves to go towards 2. But look at this. This is beautiful from Kraken. Kraken on this double door. If he opens it and gets the timing here, could be very nice. The smoke is going to neutralize him. Both smoke going to go single and double. And oh, hold on a second. That's headshot through the wall. Is going to die. It's going to be Sereni left alone in this 1v2. He's trying to find the 1v1 onto your while he can, but because it's taken so long, Queenix has joined up with his teammate. They are both going to be coming out from double. Bomb is ticking down, and Seneri is looking to be the hero of his team. They are going onto his position. He's going to find the first kill. Door is going to get open, and oh, that is beautiful from the Albanian player, and he does let his team survive one more round. That got so close, but Masonic, they weren't able to push it over the line. BNE onto a 12th. And that is so unfortunate from Queenix and Kraken. They tried their best, and that was so nice from Queenix. What more could you want with that USP? He gets that first kill on the high HP player, swinging around onto Regon. First bullet headshot, picks up the AK, gets a kill onto the orb. And that was terrific from him, the Senori. Very slow game so far. He's only going 15 to 16 after that interaction. But oh my god, what a round that was. The buy will come out from MASONIC because that wasn't even a buy for them. That was a full USP eco, and they did so well to push it to that limit. The money is very tentative for BNE. They did save an AWP over because Kraken had it down with him. If they lose this round, I think that's going to be GG. Because MASONIC will be put on the 15th, they'll have the momentum for their match point. But the AWP shot is going to miss. Gensi somehow does get dropped. Synopsy really very much wanting to get that, running forward with the AK. With a minute 30 on the clock, it is MASONIC with the man deficit. Regon does spot out that player outside. Flash is going to rain. It's going to allow Regon to push it to mid. And Queenix, he does get felled. The hero of last round. And this is looking very dominant from BNE. But all of a sudden, Black has actually got 2 kills. And it's made it winnable, but Noten needs to win his duel here. He definitely needs to find that kill. But it's going to be Black to pull. Noten does get the kill eventually. Himself instant bombing 3. Does get the first, but unable to get the second. And BNE, they are only 1 round in. At the Albanian side, they have some fight left in them. And the Danes, they're looking very scared all of a sudden. Again, the USPs are out, and honestly, these are most dangerous for MASONIC. The first 2 kills go the way of BNE, and the streak, yet again, not going the way of MASONIC. I really like when it's like the first 2 kills go the way of them with the USP, and then it just all comes crashing down. However, Queenix is still alive. He has a 5.7. He's upgraded his pistol today. It's always possible. You never know. And it, hold on a second. I was going to say, very reminiscent of that last time. Those 2 kills with the 5.7 does come out, but it will be BNE grouping it up to 14. The score is dead even. We will be seeing full 30 rounds being played out. Both sides have a full buy. Both sides do not want to drop this map. This is the map pick of MASONIC. If they have any chance in this series, they have to be taking this. And it will be absolutely devastating if Bad Nugels do win map 1. This could be a 2-0 victory if that is the case. Utility raining down. And it will be them grouping up towards wrapped out. Noten misses his Molotov. He doesn't land it where he wanted to go. They will be able to. Actually, they're not actually able to get through that just yet. Gensi in this Molotov is going to get pushed out. He's not going to be able to help his teammate whatsoever. BNE, they sprinted all 5 players towards ramp, then quickly put their tails between their leg and scampered off towards lobby again now. They've got that control. They forced the players off, and they've just left Regon there to lurk, so he can just maintain so much of that map control. They want to initiate a fight towards outside now. Synopsy is grouping up with Jean Flatro. They are peeking out, but it will be Kraken here to meet them. Gensi with this orb is going to be close, and the first contact is going to come out. They spot the 1 player towards Africa, and Kraken could be in a bit of a precarious situation right now. Flash is going to come out and allows him the first kill and the second. That is absolutely marvelous. However, GX gets another kill onto Black Team towards that A-bomb site. Queenix is there to try hold it down, and Synopsy with the bomb in his back is making a lot of space, but it is going to be Gensi. Finally finds some impact with that orb. They know where both these players are. They know where Regan and GX are. The bomb is down in the open, and the time is ticking down. 25 seconds left on the clock. There is 1 player in the form of Kraken outside. He's got 2 kills already. He's looking to try and build it more, but it's going to be him being dropped. The bomb that's picked up by Queenix is going to make sure the AWP doesn't get anything going for him, and it's going to be MASONIC onto a 15. They finally get something going. and they have been struggling so much on their CT side. But they've pushed themselves onto match points. Kragan opening up the round. Regon just moments too slow. He was unable to get his... He was able to save his teammate's life, and Regon's had such a good game. He's on 30 frags, but it's a team game in the end. It's not all about individuals, and no one else is stepping up. It's going to be Gensi opening up this round. Synopsy gets dropped, and that's such a huge scalp to take, because it's finally an advantage going the way of Masonic. And Gensi with his orb, he's finally showing some life. 30th round, and he's proving his spot on this Danish side. One of the newer players. He joined in November last year. They haven't had too much success so far, apart from HCG this year. And Masonic are looking pretty tasty. Have a GX. Very nice kill for Chris. And oh, he gets the opening onto Blacks as well. That's the A-bomb site completely relinquished. The bomb will go down. 3v3. And all of a sudden, GX has just put the game into his hands and gone, let me do this. Doing his best Zywoo impression. There is 2 kits on the board for Kragan and Gensi. And this is going to be a must-win round for them. There's no way they want to bring it to overtime. One-way smoke comes in. Molotov goes down to Hot, eliminates a position. Regon below them. He's got 30 kills. He's looking to get a 31, and that's exactly what he's going to get. Cookie trade down his AWP, the AWP now. Time is ticking down, and he's not going to get the kill. GX brings it to overtime, and oh my god, what a round from that man. He opens up the A-bomb site so dramatically, and Masonic, they had everything going their way on the 30th round. Gensi, he had the first 2 kills, but wasn't able to convert anymore, and that's going to be BNE on a 15th. Oh my god, and it's going to be overtime, ladies and gentlemen. Both teams have fully fledged buys. 1600 lost, but 1600 overtime. I keep on saying lost notes every time I say that. Kragan spamming through the smoke. I don't think he's going to realize there's just 2 players right underneath his feet, and he's going to get neutralized. He's going to get caught guard, but Queenix there, unable to choose one target. Does get a kill though. That's very impressive to even get one onto Regon. Gensi pushing forward a little bit. If he gets this kill onto Synopsy, which I don't know if he is, because he has just missed a time. Oh, wait, no, they're coming back into him. He can get his kill into Synopsy. Synopsy might not realize he is so close. And that will be the bomb going down. And that's exactly what's going to happen. Gensi has the bomb in his grasp. Black with that first kill as well in towards outside. And all of a sudden, the man advantage is the way of Masonic. And this whole game, I feel like neither team has fully sustained around a lot of times. Black, hold on a second. Dink just while running allows Notan to get some fun as well. And it's just GX, the hero of last round. He had such a slow game, and he literally only had like 9 kills, I think, before overtime, before that 15th round, I mean 30th round. And he'll be trying to spam through the smoke, but it was 20 seconds left on the board. Bomb is down on Bobby. He's going to down through, and Black neutralizes him. Masonic, they just wish they could have got that 1 round in regulation. However, this is the opening start for them on overtime. And if they just get another round here, I feel like it's going to set them up so nicely, because their T side was so dominant. They were so good on their T side. And I was very confused how they were so good on their T side, a side that is not normally as favored. They came onto the favored side and then bottled it, pretty much. Round 32 of this game being played out. Who doesn't love a good overtime to kick off a series? Second series of the day. We've already seen one team book their place into playoffs. On LAN as well, can we see a second? GX is going to find an open pick on the Kraken. That is a big skill to take. He's been so monumental towards outside. He's been very pivotal. The king of outside, one would say. And oh, this is looking pretty good for BNE. They've already got these first 2 kills, but I would not count MASONIC out just yet, because we've seen every single time a team has the momentum, every time we've seen a team that has the opening picks lose it. And it's going to be Regon feeding QueenX momentarily there a little bit. John's just run into his crosshair. Man advantage still for BNE, and oh, it's going to get even worse for them. Gensi does turn it into a 2v3. Look, there's no time though. Oh, now it's going to a 2v2. He gets a very nice kill onto Synoxy and peeks out. Oh, Notan! What was that? That is an absolute unreal shot onto Seneri. And out of nowhere, he gifts MASONIC a 17. And that is absolutely unreal from the player. What? Oh. 1 bullet is all he needs, and he solidifies the 17th. What a shot. They have got a very sharp rebuttal. 3 kills already. Looking to make it a 4th, and that's exactly what's going to happen. Note him here, the hero of last round. 33-16. He's in a 1v2. He's already got the first. Repositioned himself towards ramp, and he's actually read it perfectly. He's going down towards B bomb site, and he could catch the player off guard. Seneri has put himself in towards single door. He's run away actually quite a bit, so note him. He's jumping down to the bomb site, so he's alerted him of a position. He's actually going to stick it. Hold on a second. Bomb is almost tapped down. 1 second left, and it is going to be the headshot. So Seneri will solidify that. Noten almost getting 2 in a row, but oh my god, what a clutch he got. Not even a clutch, what a play he got in that round prior. MASONIC, though, they're on their favored side, it appears right now. They need to get 2 in a row to change up, to take map 1. But Bad News Eagles, they do not want to stop there. They want to continue the momentum from that last round. And can they do so? That is the question. Already so much damage being inflicted onto Regon. He has pushed through. He does using that Alexi B molly. You gotta love that being used, but it will be the mid play, the lobby aggression coming in from both sides. Synopsis pushed all the way in towards ramp. Regon attempted his luck at the start, but it'd be GX getting that opening pick onto the A bomb site. But look at this, Notan. He slept through. No one knows he's outside of HUD. He's gonna get, oh, but he's just completely spammed through the smoke, alerting them of his position. All 4 players will be grouping up here. Black getting the frag on the player aggressing in towards ramp, and he gets the second as well. Sean, Flatro, and GX alone in this 2v4. 1 in towards Heaven, 1 in towards Mini. Smoke is blocking out Flatro's position. Also going to force GX out. He's going to get a leg onto Notan, I think, out, but it will be Gensi saving his teammate's life. Flatro left in this 1v4, and he's going to allow MASONIC to get onto map points. The Danes, they have been so impressive so far. I'm actually still in shock by that play from Notan. That was absolutely unreal. That was such a nice play, and that was that last bullet just on the fadeaway. Like I don't even know what he like shot the door and faked it out, and then swung out, got the second, got the third. Beautiful, but it is gonna be match point for MASONIC. 18-16. They've got 2 rounds to work with if they want to close out in first overtime. It's been absolutely wonderful from the Danish side. They've impressed me so much. They've taken it all from the regional stage, and it'd be such a nice Cinderella story if they came all the way from the regional stage, only dropping 1 game and making it to playoffs on LAN as well. I used to watch this team in intermediate. I used to watch both Black and Kraken in intermediate. And now I might watch them on land. Noten is going to get the first, but traded out, and that's the A bomb site completely relinquished. Molotov does tickle them a little bit, but look at this. They're running through the smoke. The kill is going both ways, and it's now Gen.C Queenix in against Shinopsy and GX. Just make it now GX. He drops onto the bomb site, orb in his hand. Nade is going to do quite a bit of damage on both these players, but as I said, it is the orb. It doesn't matter what HP the players are. If he hits that first bullet, they will be dropped. And they know he's on this bomb site. 1 minute and 5 seconds left. MASONIC, they don't have to aggress just yet. They do have the man advantage. They have the HP advantage. GX has a smoke and a flash kit and head armor. And he's just waiting. Both these teams are just sitting, and they don't want to make a mistake. They're letting the other team walk into their crosshair. And oh my god, MASONIC, they really are just sitting. 40 seconds left on the clock, and they finally look like they might be making a move. A player jumping on to top hut right now. I think that's Queenix. He is going to make some noise. He's going to jump around. GX, he definitely knows there's one player there, but he still thinks there's a second in towards heaven because they've taken so long. He actually hits that first shot. Gen.C's alerts them of position, and oh my god, all of a sudden, this could get very dangerous, but it will be Gen.C picking up the 1v1. GX almost won that 1v2 to try and keep his team in this map. But it will be Nuke going the way of MASONIC. And oh my god, I can't lie, I did not expect that to be the way. I knew they were good on it, but this is more than good. They've taken down Bad News Eagles. My name is Freddy Oguri Rana, and I will see you very shortly for map 2. Don't go anywhere, and it will be Ancient. Welcome back, everybody. And oh my god, what an absolute banger of map one. We saw Masonic, in my opinion, quite a big upset over BNE. They claim their map pick of Nuke. However, it's going to get a little bit difficult for them. We're on to Ancient now. This is, I would probably say, maybe one of the better maps for BNE. They've played it 4 times already this year. They've beaten teams like For Glory, Void, Eugentium, and Insta Breach. And that Insta Breach game I actually commentated. So I know how prolific they can be on this map. And then looking over at Masonic, they've also played Ancient a couple times this year. They just they haven't won any. They've lost quite a few times. They've lost 4 times against Astralis Talent, looking for Org, that Australian team, Apex, and Savage. So definitely hard teams, but teams that are definitely not as good as BNE. So really might see them struggle a little bit. We haven't seen them play on ESCA yet either. I'm just taking a look at their ESCA advanced page, and they haven't even touched Ancient yet. So I feel like it could be really, really difficult for this Danish side on Ancient. And I think it will be looking to bring it to Inferno of map 3, and that can be very contestive. I think Masonic, yeah, there's no way we're going to be seeing them win this map. I feel like it will be a very, very tall order. If they do, I think it's going to be super impressive, but I think it is a guaranteed third map. I was looking at this map pool, and I was just thinking, like, Ancient is just going to favor BNE so hard here. And may I remind you, whoever wins this series, if Masonic even win this map, they are through to playoffs, which will be on LAN. Well, this is playoffs, but they're through to the LAN stage of the playoffs. I think it'd be so cool to see a team like Masonic there because they came from the regional stage. They went 3-0 in the first stage, taking teams down like For the Win, Squad, and Onyx. And then we saw them in the main stage go 3-1 as well. They lost to Los Reyes, which was, I thought, was really weird. Like, of all teams to lose to, they lost to Los Reyes. No shades to them, but definitely one of the weaker teams in the main stage. And then they took down GTC Bulls, another Portuguese team. Just Portuguese teams like left, right, and centre. All three of them just being bammed by them. And then No Namers and Enterprise doing all of them in a 2-1 fashion as well. So they definitely earned their spot in this playoffs position. But I feel like they got the hardest opponent. They got Bad News Eagles, who have just qualified for a major, a team that has peaked at 21st in the world, a team that is now 44th in the world. They've won a Cash Cup this year. They're looking pretty hot. I assume they'll end up being picked up by an organization somewhat soon. And I was looking at this and I was like, I don't actually even think Masonic will get a map. They are somewhat of a new roster. I am quite confused of quite what's happening because Black, he was a player who was with them since the beginning. He was there with Kragan. I remember watching them in ESCA Intermediate way back when they were playing against my friends. And he's got moved into the organization's CEO role. So I was like, okay, we're not going to see him in now because Cabby is actually on like a trial loan from AGF, another Danish roster. So I thought we'd be seeing him play. However, that is not the case. Black was actually playing today, and he actually did. So he did well. Like he was playing very well. So he's in that roster. We've also seen Notan, who did actually join this year. He joined in January, if I'm not mistaken, and he had an absolute unreal game. He is probably the most experienced player on this roster now. That is because Cabby is not here. And he just was unreal. Like he was so impressive. He had signed like 32, 33 frags. And he got that really, really nice 3-piece towards the end. He's played on teams like LPSP, Lynx Legacy, OPAA, Singularity. Like, it's just, what more could you want, really? However, looking into this map now, Ancient, I feel like it's going to favor Masonic. They are unbeaten on it in HLTV this year. Kragan with these dual Berettas, 2 guns are better than 1, and so with Notem, they are unable to get anything going for them. It will be the 2-man advantage already going to BNE. They have the whole of the B-bomb site, and this is looking very dominant for BNE already on Ancient. Kills just flooding their way. Black left alone, does get 1 pick. That's going to be all she wrote. Oh, a little bit of a stabby there. Regon does get a knife to the back. It's a little bit unfortunate. He's going to drop the... Maybe it was all a ruse. John Flatro wanted that AK, so he will be stabbing his teammate in the back. So he can hand over his SMG. But it will be, just the absolute domination from Synopsy and John Flatro. GX does get one with the Max 10, so that's an extra $600 in his pocket. And that's straight away 2 rounds to the good for this Albanian side. Both these teams will be wanting to lock their place in the LAN at the end of this month, heading in towards April as well. And because Masonic, they're just looking to prove themselves. I'm pretty sure they won a Danish LAN at the end of last year. It was one of the bigger Danish LANs. That was very in the regional scene. They're definitely setting themselves up to be pretty good. And then BNE, yet obviously they're Augless. They've just made it to the major. They want to be getting as much experience in the seat. In the saddle, one would say, before the major, most likely. And this will be a good start to get into the HCG playoff LAN. But it will be a very weird round coming out right now. Everyone seems to reverse where they were, and it's a 3v3 right now. Quinix is going to be in towards Cave. He does get dropped. Very nice shot from Synopsy there. And they hear the gun being, they hear Gensi changing guns, so Synopsy's just going to go on absolute tear all of a sudden. 4 kills to his name, and it has absolute domination from him. Crispy shots, what more do you want? Looking very good for BNE early on. They win the first gun round on the back of Synopsy's brilliance. And it will be them sending 4 players towards this A bomb site momentarily. Masonic, they will figure this out as they have just taken complete control of this B ramp area. Synopsy 6-0. He's got those 4 kills in the last round. And it looks like it will just be all of them trying to farm up some ecos here. Not quite on HLTV, so we won't be seeing these HLTV stats being padded. But it will be Gensi, the AWPer of Masonic. We saw him have a pretty good game last on Nuke. He stepped up towards the end quite a lot in a very nice fashion. He will be with his USP. Ringing out, does miss a shot or 2. And it will be BNE on a 4th now. And the next gun round will be commencing for Masonic. Mid-aggression will be coming out from both sides. Masonic, they will be claiming this over. Look at this recon. Look at this. They're going straight into it. Gensi is going to get tested early on. He is got the support of his teammate, but Noton will not be able to get anything going for him. And that's a missed AWP shot from Gensi, allowing Regan, the Swiss player, to come in and just bonk them down. He gets a little bit over-aggressive and a little bit over-complicit, but it will be just the round going the way of BNE. Kragan is on the other side of the map. They have 1 kit, but it's like Synopsy to let them save. He spots out the first player, runs out of bullets, and he will allow them to get away. Kragan, he does survive momentarily, but I feel like his time might be limited. There are players everywhere, and actually, that's the AWP taken out of the hands of GX. They do have enough money to buy into it regardless. It's just, they don't need to waste this money. Synopsy does want to take the AWP out of the hands, though. That would definitely be quite a big win for them. Black getting another kill as well. He doesn't have a kit, so he's trying to just see if he can find a player. Synopsy here. He gets the knife kill onto Kragan. I was about to say he gets the kill, but he pulls out the knife. Swing, slash, slash. And that's going to be all the money they just lost straight into his pocket again. The timeout shall A tech pause from Masonic, a player crashed. We saw, I think we saw Gensi actually crash last game as well. So Kragan has crashed this time. So it's just a bit of unlucko for the Danish side. And honestly, this has been unreal because this is, if anyone doesn't know, this is actually my birthday weekend. It is my birthday tomorrow. So, what better way to celebrate it than with an absolute banger? Sadly, I won't be on HCG tomorrow. Would have been absolutely lovely to be with my family, the B stream, because they have been my family for the past couple months. I'm living abroad, so they've definitely been a good replacement. Some would say a better replacement, and it will be bad news Eagles though with 5 rounds to the good, and this is quite a CT-sided map. So to have already an advantage on your T side, that's not bad. And I remember I was looking at the stats just before this, and like they have a 60% win rate on T rounds BNE. Like that is really good. So they have always consistently won their T sides. And out of the 4 games they've played, they've won 16-14, 16-8, 16-19, and 16-19. That is like, and they've also played some decent teams like For Glory. They haven't been too great recently, but they've had a lot of success in towards last year. Into the Breach, they absolutely dominated. Into the Breach are 54th in the world. Eugensian with Grubby, the Polish team, 92nd in the world, but equally doing a lot better than but then their ranking would sometimes say. And it is going to be us getting back underway. The players are back in. They've actually elected to buy into this Masonic. Gensi has an AWP in his hands. He's wielding that big green. Can he find contact with this now? John Flatcher is actually going to lose a lot of HP. They're going to go boost up. And Black here trying to get some damage going down, but all he's going to find is one, and he will find death. The rotations are here somewhat soon. Notan, he hasn't been as prolific as he was towards the end of last game, and just as I said that, he steps up. However, Regon shutting him down. Gensi, you madman, running through that smoke and now leaving Seneri in this 1v2. He does have a low HP player where he also knows where he is, and he could be able to find this 1v1 as well. Queenix is just waiting for that smoke to fade. A minute 10 on the clock, and Seneri has the bomb in his back. Very nice headshot. It's now just against the AWP, and he claims the 1v2. Very nicely done. It gives BNE their 6. Oh, beautifully done from them today. And it will be Masonic on 3 MP9s. I was about to say a Deagle, but he's absolutely been destroyed. Gensi with the AWP. He only got the first kill last round. Almost James Bond. He's like James Bond in a yellow blazer. So some would say that's better. I think I'd say it's better. It is a pretty good game so far, but that's actually going to be the MP9 taking advantage of the close range battle. And all of a sudden, hold on a second, the man advantage is in favor of Masonic. They still have the 2 AKs and AWP in Alpha BNE, and they have no map control as the problems. They're going to have to just shift their way into B. But look at this on the mini-map. I'm seeing Queenix and Notan taking a lot of info towards middle. So as soon as they find that, they're going to allow for Black to rotate onto this B bomb site. And I assume he's just going to go now. They've completely cleared out middle, so they're going to have all 4 players here momentarily. Kraken is the only player to meet their contact at first. He's got the AK, but with only 24 HP. That flash is going to fall blind in a moment there. He swings out, gets the first, moves the second, before he traded out. Checks the score. Very nice shooting from him. No time with that MP9, doing what he exactly did last time. And we're in an identical round. Seneri with the 1v2. He knows where one of the players are, doesn't know where the second, but it's going to be the AK to tear his head off. And Masonic, they finally find the first round on Ancient here. be some fast presence being taken out from B&E. A lot of damage being inflicted onto Synopsy. That's a very nice early little reward for Masonic. However, look at this. Regon, he's changing up a little bit. They're shifting in towards Candles. They wanted to go straight through this. Queenix is there and waiting. He's going to be in the corner. He's going to find the first and the second. Beautifully done. He turns away from all the flashes, and he allows it for his teammate Notam to come in. The last two players on towards the bomb site. They will find a pick onto Notam. GX unable to get that second. This is really nice from Masonic so far. Gen C struggling a little bit on this second map to find much momentum. This would definitely be a round to be quite nicely done. Flash just blinded. And oh, it's actually Senary with 2. Now into a 2v2. And somehow it's happened. Black from the back lines is going to find the body of Senary. GX now left alone with his orb. He's already got the first pick into the game. The opening pick of the round. He's going to be looking to find the 1v1 onto Kraken. Spots him out, but neither of them inflict any damage. Ambitious flick is going to miss the mark. Bomb being tapped, and it is with Black to neutralize his threat. The orb gets saved from Masonic. Then with 2 in a row, and Bad News Eagles, their money is in a very precarious state now. Will be the fast play coming in towards middle yet again. The city side trying to range strong, and flash is going to happen. Quick being caught off guard. No, the flash is not good enough because John Flatcher is able to get the kill onto Notan. This is looking very tasty from Masonic. Kragan here, though, he could be the X Factor. He's slipping through the cracks. They are so focused on towards CT. They thought they cleared a bomb site, but it's going to be Synopsy holding his teammate Shura. And Gensi, how has he been allowed to get that kill? But it will be the save coming in. Masonic with only 2 players left alone. They're unable to get 3 in a row. They're unable to break the economy fully. And it's going to be Flatro trying to get the AWP out of their hands as well. Because Masonic's, their money is really not very good at all. They've only been keeping 2 players alive or so. So to hold these rifle and AWP into next round would really be quite something. And the knife kill could be coming out. Look at this. Flatro behind him. Come on, do a knife. Knife him, Flatro. Knife is out. And he's going to stab him once. The orb has been taken down. And that is the second knife kill for B&E, I think, this whole series. Wait, no, third, actually. They've got 3 knife kills this series. You barely even see 1 a tournament, let alone 3 a series. It's actually it's a lot of money just going into their bank account. There's a lot more extra. However, B&E, I told you about how they had 60% win rate on T rounds, and they're looking to make that a lot more than 60 now. The man advantage does early go the way of Masonic. Black does get one as well. He's been so aggressive in towards ramp, but he's been finding varying levels of success. But it will be bomb site completely relinquished open now for Bad News Eagles. And look at this, all 4 players rotating in from cave. Boost does come in. Senary matrixing around these bullets finally will get dropped. Kraken boosted above this smoke is going to find success. And it's just now Regon and GX left alone in this 2v4. They do have quite a bit of utility. That Molotov isn't going to get anything, so it does get dispersed by the Molotov. Very unfortunate. However, the smoke towards cave will get replenished. But little do they know, all 3 players now are coming in from ramp. GX had cleanly taken off. Regon gets the first, swings out onto second. Hold on a second. This 1v4 is becoming very winnable. But it will be these last 2 remaining players to clutch it up. And Masonic, they're onto a third now. And they want to try get some momentum before they get into the second half now. Early B aggression yet again from this B&E side. I don't think there's going to be a realize there's a player so close as well. Regon is right here up and close, and he gets flashed in. No one's going to momentarily. It's onto the bomb site. Kragan's in it, caught off guard. And Gensi here with his orb. Very slow start. Only 3 kills in 10 rounds. And I don't think he's going to get anything more here. Not even, it wasn't even Regon that got the kill. It was actually John Flatro, but Black in no time getting 2 to make it a 3v3 or some. But these post plants are looking pretty good for B&E. The rotations are very quick though, so it will be a frenzy of a gun battle on this B bomb site momentarily. No time left, taking first contact, he does. Gets the kill onto Jets, quickly traded out, leaving just Queenix and Black in towards Cave. They are running through now into the Mac 10 of Senary, and it will be him finding the first kill. Flatro, third of the round, shooting Queenix in the head, putting him into the grave. And it will be 5 rounds to the good yet again. B&E, they are looking pretty healthy. Regon bounding out the middle against these pistols. Up close and personal. Notan nade as well. Like, that is really not what you want from him. And it is going through these pistols. Just. Oh, no, wait, hold on a second. Gensi's got a knife kill. And Gensi's got. Wait, what's just happened? Huh? Gensi got a knife kill and then got a kill with an AWP. And then Kragan's picked up this this P90. And that is the 4th knife kill of the series, may I add. What? How has that been allowed to happen? And so much damage being inflicted onto B&E here. They've lost 3 players, and yeah, Gensi got a knife kill. I don't know if they're going to be able to see a replay on that. And he got a 2nd kill with it as well. So very interesting. Interesting personality indeed. However, B&E, it's all great and all that like they've been inflicted damage. But what they want right now is to... Yeah, because all the kills are good. Yeah, so like, it's really good for MASONIC that they're inflicting damage, but when you're 6 rounds down, and there's only 3 left of the half, you just want to be winning the rounds. Like, damage is one thing, a round win is a whole different thing, and they're going to start to be on site. We met an absolute bloodbath. Black trades his teammate out effectively, but he's only good for 1. Gensi can do it on a rifle, but can't do it on an AWP, and again, he's only good for 1. So, this B bomb site only good for 2 kills in total. Rotations are very quick. Queenix is here, but it's going to be head clean taken off. This MP9 of no time has got so many kills in this exact area. It's going to transition towards an AK, but he's still got a very tall order indeed. 1v3 has been turned to 1v2 now. Senary has been so prolific in these post plants. GX has switched over to the AK. 1 player in towards cave, 1 in towards ramp, so he's at least be able to find these 1v1s. He's not going to clear his angles too effectively. And it will be Senary. Not getting the kill, actually. No time. He tapped the bomb. Is just going to tap it twice. GX does not get taken down by this though. And oh, it's Notan with an unbelievable clutch. 1v3 to his name. And that's absolutely magnificent from the new player. He is proving his weight in gold on this side right now. He might not pick up the AWP. He has just completely run past it. That's going to be absolutely exuberant from him. Very nicely done. Kragan already getting that overtake from MASONIC. They want to make it a 6th round, or a 5th round, then a 6th. They want to have at least some momentum going on their T side, and if they win pistol, then it's looking very good for them. Black, he's been good for getting 1 kill most rounds, to be honest. But this is going to be the same thing. Yeah, but I think he's getting 1 and then getting instantly traded out. So it's kind of like he's using the bomb site with only getting 1 kill. You kind of want to be getting more than 1 sometimes. Kragan now with Queenix. Qnix. That name is actually struggling a little bit, but it is going against Synopsy and Schwan Flatro. Bomb is ticking down though. About 10-15 seconds has already been elapsed. Flatro's going to find the first contact onto Queenix, and all the timing on that absolutely unreal from Queenix. There's going to be Synopsy now left in this 1v2. There is a kit on Kraken. He's going to tap it. Flash is going to go out just to blind him momentarily, wasting all his bullets. And the bomb will defuse in the nick of time. B&E, they had only 1900 loss bonus, but because they got the bomb down, they're going to be able to get an extra $800. They do have at least 3 grand across the board, but MASONIC, they're looking to get a 6th now. Mid-aggression yet again coming out. These pistols all the B&E side are going to get mowed down in their place. A 2-man advantage, but it's the first time we've ever seen that for MASONIC this whole half. They finally get some success. Unix is here to hold down the A-bomb site as well. He's going to be good for only 1, but it's going to be Kraken and Notan coming through the back lines. MASONIC, they are on 6 rounds. They have got a 3-round deficit, however, it's definitely possible. They did bring it back a little bit there towards the end. My name is Freddy or Grimmy Rannar. Don't go too far because the second half of this second map will be commencing very soon. And welcome back, everybody. We just saw those amazing ads from our sponsors. They're quite new for players. I think those are very new. And big shout out to both CoinMotion and Plasma. They are the reason why we are here ultimately, and why are we able to host this 180,000 euro tournament, and maybe why you might be seeing us on LAN towards the end of this month. Whoever wins this map will be going through to the next stage. Well, whoever wins this series, if MASONIC win this map, then they will be upsetting B&E in a very true fashion. Also a comeback on Ancient, because as I was saying, Ancient is not really a map for MASONIC. Both teams have played this 4 times this year so far on HLTV. And the results are very different, one would say. B&E demolished everyone. They've won, they haven't dropped more than 8 rounds. They've won 4 in a row. MASONIC, on the other hand, very much the flip side, lost 4 in a row, and they've lost them pretty dominantly as well. So I feel like, and they've also lost it against teams that are much worse than B&E sometimes as well, but it will be them with a 3-round difference right now. They did well to bring it back a little bit last time. Synopsy, though, pushing up forward, isn't going to be able to get anyone, but he does get a lot of damage. It allows GX to get a collateral with the USP, and oh, he's got 3. That was such a nice third shot onto the player on side. Kraken and Black now left alone, and GX is looking to get a highlight reel, which he is. 4 kills to his name, and he has put the nail in the coffin for MASONIC. I said MASONIC had to win the pistol round, and this is not what they'd want. Super nice from GX, and he's going to be looking for the ace, but they're going to take it away from him, and that is an absolute unreal clip from him. That force. Oh my god. Actually filthy from GX. And GX again with a double kill with a grenade. Big Kobe style. I don't even know where that, he just got them in towards the middle. So super nice from him. He's definitely got the confidence coming into this half. And wait, are you kidding me? That is the 6th knife kill, if I'm not mistaken. That is, wait, is that the 5th knife kill of this map? What? How is, like, are you kidding me? I haven't seen a knife kill in a professional play in ages. And then all of a sudden, we've got 5 or 4. I think that's 5 or 4. I can't remember. Wait, we had one on nuke. We had one early on. We've had 4 from it being a bad news beagle, and we've seen, yes, that's the 5th knife kill of this series so far. HCG on Twitter after this. I want to see a compilation of every single knife kill. Okay, can we have that sorted, please? Can we have that? Can we have that in the books? Because 5 knife kills in one series. That is, and 4 of them from B&E as well. However, into this map now, into back into this round, MASONIC, this is must win for them, and they're definitely looking to take this down. The A bomb site has been completely relinquished. Senary left alone in this 1v4 with the MP9. We've seen him win a pretty delicious 1v2 already, but I feel like it's going to be a tall order to do it with a MP9 and a 1v4. No kit as well. Bit of a gimmick round for B&E. They don't have much money on a player like Regon, but especially if Senary can get another kill with his MP9. I was going to say, if he can get another kill, he can gift himself $600, and that would grant him a pretty tasty buy. However, he's unable to do so, and it will be MASONIC now. 4 rounds deficit, but this is definitely a step in the right direction. I'm so confused of what's happening in this game. I haven't been in HC for a while, and God, I can tell you guys have missed me because you've given me an absolute stormer. And Notum, he's picking up the piece a little bit. He's had a slower game on Ancient. It seems like he exposed himself a little bit too much on Nuke because he was absolutely unreal. He has like 34, 33 kills. And he got that unreal 3k on towards the B-bomb side. However, this is another round poised to go the way of the Danish side. And if they do, they'll be completely breaking the line of B&E. And it will be looking pretty tasty. Them B-bomb site will be the point of attraction here. GX, though, with this orb, could farm up the MASONIC side. That flash is going to be so tasty. Going to blind these 2 players. And Senary with the MP9. He's good for 1. Switches over to an AK. Drops the smoke in front of him. Allows him to get out. And that Latcher has come through the back lines. We're put into a 3v3 now. MASONIC into disarray, but the bomb's going to get caught off guard. Regon drops the bomb in front of him, and it is going to be now Noted and Queenix in just an absolute state of just don't even know anymore. And out of nowhere, 35 seconds on the clock. They don't have a huge amount of time, and that's the nail in the coffin. Regon, one more Geo 1. Noten, he's out with 2 kills. He will be retreating the bomb. He does get the first kill here. He can beeline it over to the A bomb site. He will get the bomb down just in time. And I don't think he's going to have anyone to contest him just yet. He's got a single smoke as well. So, wait, hold on a second. He's actually going, I was about to say, that, I think he tried to maybe go in to be there. But Senary reads him like a Harry Potter novel. And it will be B&E back on winning ways. They're looking to close out Ancient, and they're looking to take us to Inferno. Just going to get tested here in the middle. They don't hear him though. Oh, that's a massive mistake from them. He's allowed to get 2 kills before he's traded it out. But what more, Geo 1? He's stopped and denied any mid control. Regon's looking to pick up where his teammate left off, and he's going to do so in a very prolific fashion. Hunix and Kragan now left alone in this 2v4. And if they lose this round, they're going to be forced onto an eco. Bad News Eagles will be on 13. The eco will grant them a 14th. Momentum will all be in their way. They're on the favored side of CT. This is looking pretty good for the Albanian side all of a sudden. Flash throw. Good for the 1. Quickly traded out by the Mac 10. That's smoke. That land. Sorry. Hunix just chucked that and it actually landed. Like, yeah, okay. Fair enough, he dies, and, like, that's gone out the way. But, like, he just chucked that smoke and it actually landed. Fair enough. I guess he probably has a lot more experience on this map than than I do. And it will be now Bad News Eagles 3 away, ladies and gentlemen, from taking us to Inferno. And what more do you want, to be honest, sometimes? Because this series is bringing us to map 3. And whoever wins that map 3, possibly, will be going to LAN. Both these teams are gagging to get there. Both their teams are wanting to look and prove themselves in a European sphere. Get some really good experience on HCG, and especially for MASONIC, a lot of these players don't necessarily have that experience, so it'll be very good for them. And it's just going to be most likely this round going the way of B&E. Molotov does actually bonk the head off Regon, but the B bomb site's actually been opened up because it's all a ruse. MASONIC were trying to send their players towards A, faked it out, and will get this bomb down for free. However, the rotations are in, but Kraken behind the smoke is good for the first. He's got to put the man advantage into MASONIC's favor, and Black from the back lines could go behind them. However, they've spotted him out. He started running, so they will eliminate that player. Kraken, though, has picked up the AK from the fallen body, and he could spam these players down. Boost over the smoke, and the flash will come in. He puts swing with the flash, gets the first, trade out with the second, but Gensi with that deagle spam onto Regon, and GX have been forced to save. MASONIC now, they win the round that they had no right in winning, and they're put onto 8 rounds. Super nice round from MASONIC. What more do you want? Kraken here. Those 2 kills are absolutely instrumental. And Gensi, I'm not going to say that was lucky, but it was a little bit. And GX losing his AWP at the end as well is so good for the economy. It's so bad for the economy of Bad News Eagles, but so good for MASONIC because they've been able to eliminate him out of the round. Money is sparse. If MASONIC win this round, they're definitely in for a contention. It's not going to be easy because they are still 5 rounds behind, but those 5 rounds could slip away so quickly. Regon does get spotted out, is going to get eliminated and neutralized from this server. Very nice utility, is going to allow his players on bombs, but Synopsy, he's standing strong. He's got 2 kills already, and he's forcing Unix to run away from this A bomb site. Noten will hold down middle, so if Synopsy does elect to go into the connector, which he is going to get dismissed from, and it's now Senori with his MP9. It's actually going to get a kill at distance, so extra $600, and he will put themselves into a 1v2, equally making the money a little bit harder for MASONIC. I thought one thing to look at is that MASONIC, they won a round where they had no right in winning. They won a round where they only invested to 2 grand, so they had an extra 2 grand in the bank across the board, plus all the extra money they got from getting the bomb down. And bomb exploding as well as an extra $250. So it's definitely looking pretty good. Even though MASONIC, they keep 2 players alive. Noten's got 4.2, Gensi's got 3.7. Kraken and Kunix can drop over to Black. And Senori, with this AK, will be saving it into the Nexus, seeing if he can do some damage. And oh my god, this game has been so good so far. The thing is, this isn't even my only best of 3 today. I've got No Namers versus Berserk up next, and that's going to be, I think, a very interesting game. Not necessarily, no, Berserk are equally from regional Swiss as well, so it's really cool to see 2 teams contending for playoffs from the regional Swiss. But the AK is going to get dropped. It does go in the hands of GX. He's not going to get anything for it. Only 1 kill going the way of B&E. And it looks like they will just be cleaning up now. Bomb will go down momentarily. So Regon is actually very close and could have maybe denied that bomb if he just elapsed through the smoke. But Gensi has put it out here. He's going to spam, anticipating the swing. Doesn't find the kill instantly, but does get it eventually. Synopsy with his 5-7, up close and personal, isn't going to get anything more. And that's Masonic on double digits, keeping 4 players alive, and the economy is looking pretty fresh for them. They're coming up against a full by now, but look at the money. It's actually not too great. Synopsy's going to be forced onto probably a FAMAS. Jean Flatro has only got 1 bit of utility. So this is definitely looking like Masonic could be picking up this round. And if they take Ancient, that would be monumental. I'd be in such a shock. At the start of this map, I went, yeah, there's no chance they win this. Because honestly, I thought they had no chance they'd win this as well. Masonic, they've taken the most rounds of someone on HLTV this year so far. Noton's going to pick up that first kill. Synopsy, though, slipping through the cracks. They're not going to expect him to be there. He gets that first kill, however, and he gets a second. Never mind, however. Does his job. He's good for 2. His teammates just unable to support around him. And the rest of B&E, they're pushing towards the B-bomb site. Kragan's going to spot them out. Gensi gets the first. Kragan electing to just fade away on that second one because they're going to go over towards the A-bomb site. They're going to get the bomb down. And it's going to be Masonic onto 11th. I was going to say, GX really had to save that A1S in this round, but he's been unable to do so. There is now nothing going the way of Bad News Eagles. All the momentum has shifted in the favor of Masonic. See a replay here. Noton gets a very nice first kill there, completely blind in the smoke. I mean, a little bit lucky. Synopsy tries his best here. He almost gets away with those 2 kills. But the problem is, like, his team, they just all fell around him. Like, what more can you do if you are Synopsy there? And BNE now, they're put onto 5 deagles actually across the board. 3 pieces of armor and 1 flash on Synopsy. Should definitely be a round going the way of Masonic. And they're looking to even up the scores. Only 2 rounds in it now. And the Danish side, they are looking dangerous. However, I did say they should be picking this round, but Regon's got a very nice 1-deag onto Noton there. Nopsy up here in personal with a lot of damage. And hold on a second. 3v3. Black's on 1, is on literally on 3 HP. One of the Eagles has been picked up and is in the hands of Flatro. And the kills are actually going the way. It's now Gensi in this 1v2. He knows where one of the 2 of the players are. I think he's spotted where they both are now. He's made some noise. They know where he is. He drops down. Spray transfer is being attempted, but he will clutch it up. Very close. That got very ropey indeed. Masonic, they do get a 12th, and that got very close. B&E, they almost upset Masonic with the Deagles. However, that is not the case. They only keep 1 player alive, but it's going to be a win nonetheless. Pause is going to come in just to calm the nerves momentarily. And Gensi there, that was an absolute monumental clutch from him. Wait, the bomb didn't even get planted. They literally just fought him. Oh, okay. The bomb hasn't even been planted. I thought Gensi was playing with the bomb, but no, that is not the case. Masonic, though, on a 12th. Guns are out though. GX is building that big green. Masonic, they are not choosing to use the AWP. Gensi, the AWPer of the team, hasn't been using it really. He hasn't been that great on it this map, it feels like. So he will just be put onto that AK. And it is actually Masonic with all 5 players towards the bomb site early. They're doing a full execute. Only 1 player in the middle of the open. Centering is going to be up close and personal, unable to do so. I think he got a little bit caught off guard. Didn't expect so many players to be there. GX burning in the bottom a little bit. But oh my god, look at this. The kills are all going the way of B&E. 2v3 now in favor of the Albanian side. Synopsy is going to catch up on all play. However, Kunix, that is such a monumental kill. It is just these 2 players towards CT now. Bomb is down in the open, has been picked up. 2 flashes, and Kunix, he might use this to try and take a fight somewhere. Masonic, they are actually going to walk away. They're both going in towards Cave. And I'm not sure what the players is from them. They've got 55 seconds left. They've got so much time to play with. And Gensi's going on walkabout. He's electing to leave this B bomb site. He's going to drop down in towards middle. The question is, does he go middle? Does he go A here? If he wraps in towards middle, he can use Queenix here to try and get onto the bomb site. Queenix there, faking it out a little bit, trying to get to call the rotations, but it's actually not going to fake Regon whatsoever. Regon is up close and personal. I'm not sure if they're going to expect him to be here, and he does get the kill onto Gensi. Smoke will go down towards Donut, and there is a kit on GX, but he's nowhere near. 10-second diffuses out. Regon is just sticking it, and Kunix coming in is going to not get the kill. Regon gets off the bomb, and that's BNE on 14th. What a discombobulation of a round. However, the Danish side, they will fall. And it will be the Albanians 2 away now from taking map 2 and taking us to Inferno. This is a do or die round for Masonic. They do still have money, but you know for a fact they will be wanting to end it in regulation. Could be seeing a lot of round being played out yet again. Synopsy is going to get caught off guard here. Kragen's going to get that first kill. And a second. That is absolutely monumental from him. GX is left alone with this AWP in towards middle. Can he get off a kill? But they're just going to all run away. He does have the control. Oh, he does just see that player as he's fading away. He's going to get forced out. So he's actually going to relinquish all this control. He's scared. They have the 2-man deficit, and B&E, they're going to leave one player towards B. They're actually going to rotate a second there in the form of Regon and leave the AWP of GX on A. He's going to get the first. No one is there directly to trade him. The Molotov will force Senary out, but look at this. The A bomb site's been completely relinquished, and they know of that. Regon, he's trying his best to hold off his team. But Gensi, he's pushed so far. No, Kunix has pushed so far forward. The problem is the AWP is holding his position. They know there's one player in towards Temple, and this round has got very tentative all of a sudden. Flash is going to come out and allow for the peaks to come in, and the kills, they do fall the way of Masonic. Regon is looking to get the ace. He's already got 2 kills, and now he's placed into this 1v3. He's going to try initiate the fight onto Gensi first, but oh, head taken off. And Masonic, they're on a 13th. They've fairly broken the money of B&E, and I have no idea what you do right now if you're on the Albanian side. Masonic, they take a pause because that round got a lot closer than it had to be. They had the 2-man advantage, and they seemed to just, like, Regon here, he shouldn't have been able to get these 2 kills. These 2 players were completely alone with no trade potential, but the wonderful entry and very nice last kill does give Masonic a 13th. I hope everyone's having a wonderful day, because I know I am. This game is looking unreal. This wasn't in the script today when I was looking at it, and I am super, super impressed with how they are playing right now. Sonic are just out of their mind. They've got the hero A1S on Synopsy. Regon losing so much HP early on as well. John Fletcher is bounding towards the connected though. And the hero A1S is actually going to be good for the first kill. That is actually such a nice pick. However, he's only going to be good for 1. This round could be done and dusted right here. Masonic, they're evening up to 14. And baby guys, this is getting very dangerous for this team. And I just don't even know how we've got here, to be honest. 14-14, Masonic, they've mounted an absolutely unbelievable comeback. Honestly, I've actually lost count of, I've honestly lost count of what's actually been happening. As in, words have completely lost me. I've lost count of where we actually started, because where did the comeback initiate? I'm pretty sure they had 7 rounds. Was it like 7-13 or something like that? 7-13, I'm pretty sure was the scoreline. And Masonic are now 14-14 on the T side of Ancient. This is a CT-sided map, and Masonic are breaking the knees of BNE right here. Mid presence will be faked out, but it's all going to be a ruse. Senary is going to push up close and personal, and all they get the spam through. Black is going to get eliminated. But Gensi through the smoke gets one back, and the beat and the control has been shown, has been just a rebuttal onto BNE. And oh my god, this game is making me lose my mind. Four v 4 now, 40 seconds on the clock. Masonic, they're just throwing some util and faking it out towards this B bomb site. They aren't committing just yet, but look at this from Regon. He's pushed all the way in. GX has one flash to force him off, and they do it very effectively. You know the player towards Cave and Senary, he's going to lose his life. However, look this from Regon. His flank is so close. I'm not sure they're going to expect him to be just this up close and personal. 30 seconds on the board, and the bomb will be walking onto the bomb site now. It's going to get planted, but yet again, Noten, he's going to have to. Oh, but the bomb gets denied, and it's thrown him into a disarray. Regon is on this flank. He's going to get the first. Not good for the second. It's now just a Nopti left alone in this 1v2. He has to win this for the match point. He goes down, gets the dink, but doesn't get the kill. And Masonic, they're on to 15th. How are we seeing this right now? Masonic, are you kidding me? You're on match point. They're up against a very low bar against the Albanian side. And oh my god, Masonic, you are impressing me right now. They went 3-0 in the regional stage, 3-1 in the main stage. They've fought their way through every single limit. They won all 3 of their games in the main stage, 2-1. They had to go to the absolute extremes to get here. And we could be seeing them on land. However, this is a nice little round from BNE. They've done a lot of damage early on. Oh, but Blackie reads him like a book. GX, though, are they going to expect him? He's so up close and personal. He's choosing to back off. If he pushes now, no one's going to be holding him momentarily. Notan is home for the mid-presence. He spots him out. So they know who his one player is. But look, he's on 13 HP. The trade isn't coming out. The Flash actually grinds their teammate, but he runs out of bullets. Black is good for the second of the round. And bad news, Eagle. This team literally almost has made it to a major. They've won a Cash Cup. They've looked so good this year. They came 4th in ESL Challenger last season. And they're about to be taken down by these Danish youngsters. Masonic, you are impressing me right now. Can you push it over the line? That is the question. They will be executing on this B bomb site. Jean Flatro and Senary will be here to hold down. They're the only players with any utility. The first contact will be coming out. Senary's going to get the first kill. The flash comes in, and it's going to be the 2-for-2 trade. Jean Flatro is forced up the bomb site. The bomb will go down. However, that's a fat nade onto Kunix. And Molotov is going to force him out as well. A lot of damage being inflicted onto this Masonic side. Kunix is on 16 HP. However, there is no kit on the ball for BNE, so they're going to have to speed up. Smoke is going to go down towards Cave, and that's going to neutralize one threat. Both these players are here on Cave. The bomb is going to get tapped. Bam is going to go in, but they're actually going to stick the bomb. They don't have a kit. And they're spamming through. Wait, no way. 10-second defuse. And it's going to be coming down 10 seconds. And another knife kill. John Thatchrow gets a knife kill to force us into overtime. What is happening? I'm done. I've send it to an ad break. My name is Freddie. Grimmy ran out. We're going to ad break. I'll see you in a second. That's it. Ad break. Throw it to an ad break. What is happening? Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I want to remind you, this is the second series of the day. There is supposedly 4 series for us today. We have Berserk versus No Namers, which I will be taking you through as well. Well, it was supposed to start in half an hour, but I have a strange suspicion that it might not, because I actually, I have no idea what's even going to happen, but it is going to be overtime. This is the second overtime we've seen in the series already. MASONIC, they had everything going for them that round, and then the 10-second defuse came out for Bad News Eagles, and a 6th knife kill of the game. Oh my god, I am like, can we all just sit here and just realize how unreal this series has been so far? And that MASONIC on the T side of Ancient came back from like 7-13 down to bring it to 15-14 in their favor. And they narrowly are unable to claim it. That was so unfortunate from them. And I think it was one Flatro got a knife kill at the end. 6th of the series, may I add. I hope everyone's having a good day, because this is absolutely unreal. And we're going into overtime now. 15-15. The scores are evened up. 1st to 19 it is. That's going to be the A-bomb site, which is the point of contention. Regal's going to go off guard. He's going to get fully flashed. He's going to lose his life. GX, though, with the second orb in the server, in the team, is going to find a kill with Synopsy. Oh, he's been pretty good towards Donut and towards mid here. And it's going to be MASONIC dropping like flies. Gensi and Kraken now left alone in this 2v4. And ladies and gentlemen, this is magical. This is a very fun. This game is showing us everything. I haven't had a single moment to catch my breath, but MASONIC, very nice kill from Kraken there. He's actually going to gift him a little bit open. GX here, peeking out, very nice first shot to Kraken, jumping around, does bait out the orb shot, and it will be him with a no-scope as well. Wonderful little bit of play there, and it is Bad News Eagles on a 16th. GX 25, 26 or 22. What more could you want? This is very nice indeed. Bad News Eagles, they do get the map, they have the round advantage and the kill advantage in this game, in this round right now. Black gets neutralized very early on. Notin trying to get something going, but he's only going to find a bullet to the head. Synopsy as well on the other side of the map with a kill. This is looking so good for Bad News Eagles, and they've turned up in overtime. Unix now left alone. He's good for 2. He's just kind of padding his stats at this point, trying to do some damage, but it is 1600 overtime, so it does not matter. MASONIC, they're going to be losing 2 in a row now. They've been they've been much more dominant on the T side. And this CT side is going to be a bit of a struggle for them, I feel like. They're going to have to pick up this last round of the half. Unix, though, in this 1v5, he's already got 2 kills. He spots out the 3rd player, and he will lose his life. Synopsy with 2 kills in the round. And it's Bad News Eagles saving an AK, 2 A1Ss. We'll be able to retrieve the orb back, because they do have so much money as it is the overtime loss bonus. And are we going to be seeing Inferno, or will we see MASONIC win 4 in a row now? They will have to do to win overtime number 1. Mid presence is being fought out again for both teams. GX is going to miss that shot, overcompensates a little bit with that flick. It's going to miss the second as well onto the other mid player. Snopsy, though, he doesn't miss with that A1S. He will get traded out by Noten, so that is the Candles player being dropped. However, Sonic, look, they're losing their members, they're losing their HP, and it looks like Bad News Eagles will be taking 3 in a row unless exuberance and brilliance gets played out. Noted is going to drop the aggressive player of Freegon. However, Jean Flatro, that's a lot of info because they know where everyone is. He gets that first kill. Senary is going to just jiggle out onto this player, but now a 1v2. GX is alone. Both these T players are very low HP. The A1S has been retrieved. 9 bullets, and he will be reloaded. Smoke, flash, nade, kit, HP advantage. Looking pretty good all in all for Bad News Eagles. And that's the first kill going the way of GX. Gency lone in cave. And that nade, it's going the wrong way. It's going to do quite a bit of damage. Smoke pulled out at the wrong time. And Gency, he does pick up that first round on the overtime. Oh my Jesus. Masonic, 16-17. They are not afraid. And what I was going to say, like, they are not foreign to coming back. They've done it pretty much this whole game. However, they did it on the T side. Are they able to now do this on the CT side? This is a CT-sided map. So can we see Masonic pick up the pieces here and bring us to series closure? Or will we see Bad News Eagles cement themselves in this game and bring us to Inferno? Three players towards this B bomb site for Bad News Eagles, but it is all just a ruse. The question is, does Masonic bite on this? And they are. Notan's rotated off. Gency's rotated off. And it's actually the kills going the way of Bad News Eagles. The bombers have been spotted, so they are momentarily just staying on this A bomb site where Quick Tunix is going to get tested. He is hiding behind this big box. I don't know if he's been spotted, and I think he has now. That Molotov and smoke is going to be forcing him out. Gency with the first kill onto the B bomb site. It is now a 3v3. Time is ticking down a little bit, 50 seconds. Synopsy is lurking through middle here. He could catch the player off guard, which he does not. Noten, that is an absolute imperative kill to pick up because it is just now Bad News Eagles forced towards this A bomb site. Cunix here, he's behind this box. Do they spot him out? Do they clear him? And they do. Senary hard clears the angle. And it is going to be the 2v2. The A bomb site's been completely relinquished. Gency's flanking all the way from A main. He hasn't made a single bit of noise, and he will find the first kill. It's just Senary left alone in this 1v2. We've seen him win one before. He's got no utility. He's up against players with equally no utility. They do have 2 kits. Bomb is ticking down. 1 player from CT, 1 from A main. He's trying to find the first 1v1. He knows where they both are. They're in the first position. He jumps up and down, gets the first kill, but quickly traded out. And Gency, he makes it 17. And Masonic, they win the first CT round. Gency with an absolute brilliant play. So, I was quite confused because on the roster, Cabby is actually playing instead of Black. Black used to play in this roster, and at the beginning of the year, he got moved into the role as a CEO in the organization. So, I'm confused somewhat, I'm confused if he's a stand-in maybe. However, he's playing pretty well, and Cabby is a very experienced player. He played for Quantum Bellator Fire. He's been around in the Danish scene. He's on trial and on loan from AGF. Flash going in. Gency's going to come in, and that's 2 kills going his way. No, just the first. Kargin, Kragan, names, lots of them are going to try get a second trade, but it is only be good for 1. Notan there trying to put some pressure on ex-player forcing down the OPA. He's not going to get a kill, but Notan trades out his teammate with the Molotov. 3v3 now, and it's an absolute shambles. Black is going to be swinging on him. He's not good for 1. No, Notan left alone in this 1v2. That was the Masonic for taking, and it's going to be GX getting the 30 bomb and putting Bad News Eagles on match point. Does Masonic fall here, and do we see Inferno being played out, or will we see us go to a second overtime, ladies and gentlemen? last round possibly of this map is being played out. Jensi does get the first pick on towards middle, I think. But look at this Kraken. He's evened up into a 4v3 now. I think we could be a second overtime momentarily coming in. Flash is bombarding. However, Regon, nice little shot onto Jensi. However, there's all three players here. Unix gets that first kill onto Regon. Bomb is not planted, but GX, he's been pretty dominant so far. Molotov is going to force him out of position. This AWP is just trying to scope for a kill. Seneri, he's had impactful kills, but he hasn't had too many. GX with very low HP is trying to peek into these players. Will he find the kill? And he does. He finds the first. They swing out into him, but it's a trade kill. Seneri with the bomb is going to try plant. Spam through the wall, and we're going to double overtime, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my Jesus. This game, this series, everything. It is not wanting to end. And it is the Danish side of MASONIC continuing. And oh my God. How is this happening? I'm actually lost for words. I think this is the most unreal series I've ever casted in my life. I did not expect any of this to happen. MASONIC, I thought they'd get washed out. In my head, I sat down, I texted my girlfriend. I went, it's going to be a quick 2-0. Don't worry, we can maybe get some luck before my third map. And here we are. That is definitely not going to happen. Because MASONIC, they've been so good. I am so impressed with them. And Notan, he's continuing his form into this second overtime. Juan Flatro, head taken off. The lurk was attempted, but the lurk has been eliminated. But very nice double nade, actually. I told my breath momentarily. Notan has been eliminated. So the A bomb site has been completely relinquished by MASONIC. It's getting encapsulated. Regan, sorry, you're not allowed to do that. You didn't stop moving. Head wiped out, and it's going to be, however, the kills going back and forth, and finally in favor of MASONIC. Synopsy is taking control of the bomb site, and he doesn't manage to get the kill onto Black. Seneri, now let alone this 1v3, was unable to win that 1v2 to win them the map last round. Coming against 3 players, it's a tall order. Kragen's going to hear him out. He's going to hear him running up ramp. He's going to reposition himself. Black is going to rotate back in as well. 40 seconds left on the board. Bomb is on his back. He's scouting out towards long here, trying to see where he can get going, clearing all his angles. 30 seconds left. The time is ticking down. He can't wait too long. He has to get going. And look at this from MASONIC. They are all there. However, Seneri is looking to walk towards a bomb site. Little does he know, Black is around the corner. And Black's going to hear him out, but he doesn't get the kill. Seneri, with 15 seconds left on the board, is going to just engulge onto this A bomb site. Bomb will go down. Got one player coming CT, one player coming from Donut. He knows there's one player from Donut. Bomb goes CT. So the player has been forced to stop momentarily. Hold on a second. Seneri's got 2 kills here in this 1v3. He's up against Kraken. Flash goes out. Seneri knows where Kraken is, and Kraken has no idea where he is. Running around. Bomb will go, but the Molotov actually going to go down. That's a perfect Molotov. Seneri is going to burn a little bit in it. Kraken now knows where he is, and the time is ticking down there. Seneri for the 1v3, and he does not get it. The Danish player, a player who I have seen come up from intermediate, will be looking to guarantee his team a space on this LAN playoff final. MASONIC, they come all the way from regional stage. They've only dropped 1 series. They really had to push themselves here, though. In the main stage, they lost the first map. They fought the first game against Los Reyes, and they had to beat GTC Bulls, No Namers, and someone else. I forgot who. Let me quickly check this. One. Wait, something's happening in the game. I have to tab back in. Wait, come on. Wait, quickly now I find this. Main Swiss stage. They lost to, and they beat Enterprise. Big scalps to take. They all did it in a 2-1 fashion, though. And because they did it in a 2-1 fashion, like, that is brutal. That is so much CS being played out. And super impressive from them. Sean Flatro, though, he does get the opening pick into this round. Spams Kraken through the wall. And it will be the BXP coming in. They're bombarding themselves onto this bomb site. Black is the only person here. He's going to try spam through the smoke momentarily. Doesn't actually elect to do so. Bomb is going to go down. But, oh, just gets away with his life. The HP is getting really numb for this Bad News Eagles best. And that's one of the higher HP players being dropped. Ron Flatro in this smoke. And he's got the second of the round. That is so pivotal for him. Jensi could be the X factor of this round. He's lurking in towards middle. He's going to be coming in from the back line. He's not going to alert them of his presence just yet. Coming from Cape. Black, he has to survive there, but he does not. QNX here, good for 2, 29 kills to his name, and they're both peeking onto ramp. They know where one player is. They know the AWP is boosted up here. The AWP shot will find the kill, and it is going to be Bad News Eagles on 19. All evened up yet again, and this map, this game, this series, no one wants to relinquish. The spam will be coming out yet again. Synopsy, very reminiscent of what they've done the whole game. He has pushed up in towards middle, but he's been put down to 3 single hit points. Can he get... He might catch a player off guard, though, now. Knife is down, and Black has been eliminated. The bomb site is control of Bad News Eagles, and that is such a huge scout to take. Unit, so he finds his 34. Gensi trying to find his as well. Look at this. Everyone has been eliminated in Masonic. They are holding strong. GX and Synopsy, 47 HP combined. Noton and Kraken left in this 2v2. All 4 players will be going to a bomb site, but it's going to be Kraken. Find that first kill onto the 3 HP player. GX with this AWP, 33-26. He's been so impressive for Bad News Eagles. Collects that bomb and is trying to push himself in towards CT. Has picked himself up a smoke, but it will be no time to counter him off. Masonic, they're on 20 rounds. And they need 2 more. Yeah, they need... How much would they need more? 1 more? I don't even know, to be honest. Like, wait, they need 4 from 18. Yeah, they need 2 more to bring us to nothing. If Masonic win these next 2 rounds, they will be gifting their place in the LAN finals. And if Bad News Eagles aren't able to at least get 1 round, we'll be seeing them getting knocked out. This is a team that has just made it to the major, being eliminated by an up-and-coming Danish team. I am so impressed right now. Masonic, you are making me lose my voice, but I do not care. Being a bit cheeky there. Is going to go through the smoke. Finds a little bit of a gap. Does get one. John Flatro trying to continue where his teammate left off and does the identical 1-for-1. But that favors Masonic because they've had to split BNE up. And there's only 1 player towards middle here. But GX, lovely little AWP shot, is going to find the first kill on the QNX. He's now hampered back over towards the bomb site where he will meet them yet again. He's going to pick him out of the sky, and Notan absolutely demolished. And it is Bad News Eagles on 20. Even it up yet again, keeping 3 players alive. And this series, it does not want to give up. Ancient is giving us everything you'd ever want right now. This game is absolutely astronomical. The plays, the individual prowess, the AWP shots, the rotations, everything you'd want is going the way of everyone. If you're a fan of CS, you definitely want to be here. Screw everything else. It's a Sunday afternoon. This is where you want to be. And it's going to be Black in towards middle early on. He's going to find the first kill, but has to trade out his teammate GX, though, with this AWP holding sturdy. Is going to try and catch Black off guard, but Black is not going to overextend just yet. 1 minute 30 on the clock now. Masonic, they have all the time left. The bomb is in the grasp of Gensi. But the utility, it's actually quite scarce. Look at this, Masonic. They've literally got 2 flashes and Molotov and a nade left. For 1 minute 20 left on the clock, that is not what you'd want. John Flatro, alongside his teammate GX, is going to try take some control towards middle. The question is, does he clear the enemy? And he does. Black turns away at the last minute. Unreal timing, and it does go the way of B&E. And this could be them solidifying at least match points for their team. Hold on a second. Hold your beer. Notan, he's replacing his teammate. He's crept through the smoke. He could catch a player off guard, which he does. That's a huge gap to take. GX has been eliminated. Gensi does spam through the smoke a little bit. Tags down Schwan Flatro just by a little bit. This is going to be such a monumental round, depending who wins this. They could decide the fate of one team's existence in the tournament or one team's chance at getting to LAN. Henry is here with John Fatro. They get the first kill. They trade out effectively. Notan left alone in this 1v3. He's not going to get anything. And it's Bad New Eagles on 21. They have solidified at least triple overtime. MASONIC now, they have to win this if they want to force it to a third OT. And if they want to see us staying away from Inferno for the time being. Round could take everything. Spam coming through in favor of Bad News Eagles. Kragan and Notan already tagged down, but it will be the A bomb site, which is going to be hit. Rigon is having a future. He gets the first, gets the spray, and doesn't connect onto the second. However, GX on the other side of the map eliminates the target of Kraken. It's going to be very hard for MASONIC, but oh my god, that's such a big kill for Jonesy. He has been eliminated in the orb. Synopsy, though, he's got through the Molotov. They might not expect him. The bomb is going to get planted. He's going to creep through. He's going to find the first kill. Trading onto the second. It's now just Jonesy. He gets the first kill in this 1v3. This would be absolutely monumental. Everybody, don't go anywhere just yet. This could still be it. Swing out. Doesn't find the connection onto the second. Bomb is being defused. The time is ticking down, and that is it. So unfortunate. And Bad News Eagles will force us over to Inferno. MASONIC, they are unable to take Ancient, and oh my god, what a map. What a series we've been having. Wow. My name is Freddy or Grimmy Rana. I hope you're enjoying what you're seeing. We've got about an 8-minute break, and they will be coming back for Inferno. If it's anything like what we've seen before, you do not want to miss this. There is nowhere else where you want to be. Stick around, and I will see you very soon.
Walking to the room, I see it's them flash. Cameras out and on me, flash. Fly as I play on a runway. I'ma be a big star one day, flash. Can't afford to lose focus, flash. Step on stage and all the girls go flash. Straight to the hole like I'm MJ. And I'm on point like a switch, flash. Walking to the room, I see it's them flash. Cameras out and on me, flash. Fly as I play on a runway. I'ma be a big star one day, flash. Can't afford to lose focus, flash. Step on stage and all the girls go flash. Straight to the hole like I'm MJ. And I'm on point like a switch, flash. Step on stage and all the girls go flash. Straight to the hole like I'm MJ. And I'm on point like a switch, flash. Walking to the room, all I see is them flash. Cameras out and on me, flash. Fly as I play on a runway. I'ma be a big star one day, flash. Can't afford to lose focus, flash. Step on stage and all the girls go flash. Straight to the hole like I'm MJ. And I'm on point like a switch, flash. Flash, walking to the room, I see it's them flash.
of mind, body state of mind. Dancing with somebody under cherry skies, body state of mind, body state of mind. Dancing with somebody, body state of mind, body state of mind. Dancing with somebody under cherry skies, body state of mind, body state of mind. Dancing with somebody, dancing with under cherry skies, under cherry skies. Dancing with under cherry skies, under cherry skies, under cherry skies. Dancing with under cherry skies, under cherry skies. Dancing with under cherry skies, under cherry skies, under cherry skies. Body state of mind, body state of mind. Dancing with somebody under cherry skies. Body state of mind, body state of mind. Dancing with somebody, dancing with under cherry skies, under cherry skies. Dancing with under cherry skies, under cherry skies, under cherry skies. Dancing with under cherry skies, under cherry skies. Dancing with under cherry skies, under cherry skies, under cherry skies.
Welcome back, everybody. We have some more Counter-Strike on the way. Masonic versus Bad News Eagles. Oh my god, what a game this has been so far. Map 1 of Nuke went in the first overtime to the way of Masonic. It was their map pick. And then Ancient, a map that I said was just going to go straight the way of Bad News Eagles, went into double overtime, and it went down to the absolute limits. But we do have Inferno now. And I actually just do not know what to expect, because I thought Ancient was going to be an absolute whitewash, and because looking at Inferno for Masonic, I can't find anything on them whatsoever. Like on ESCA, they don't play it. On HLTV, they don't play it. Then on the flip side, a team like Bad News Eagles, they've played. I've commentated them beating Into the Breach on it. They've put up impressive results against teams like Sinners. So they're definitely capable on this map. I just don't know how good Masonic are going to be. And I'm actually really interested to see how they are going to compete. But my name is Freddy or Grimmy Rana. I hope you're enjoying what you see, because I know I am. Like this series, it's going to the absolute extremes. And I want to set the scene a little bit for you guys. Masonic, this young Danish team, They got invited to the regional stage, bit of a wild card. No one really knew how they were going to accept, and then they went 3-0, and everyone was like, oh, "Okay, that's actually pretty good." They took teams down like Squad, they took teams down like For the Win, and they took teams down like Onyx. So very impressive, and especially a team like For the Win. They went 3-1, and they also went 3-0 in this main stage. So it's like, oh, okay, Masonic, not too shabby. And everyone's like, okay, let's see what happens. We get into the main stage. Oh, they lose to Los Reyes. Oh, okay, that's the Miracle Run done. Okay, yep, nice seeing you. See you later. And then they go, hold my beer, and they go, let me just revitalize myself a little bit. 2-1 versus GTC Bulls. 2-1 versus No Namers. 2-1 versus Enterprise. Bam, they're in playoffs 3-1. They go to the absolute limit, but they do make it here. Very impressive, and this is a Cinderella story for sure. Roster changes have come out recently. Black, who is actually playing today, got moved to a CEO role, if I'm not mistaken. But this Danish roster, they're looking quite dangerous with these roster changes. We saw Gensi being added in towards the end of last year, around November time. And then Black, who's been here since like intermediate. I remember him and Kragan literally playing an intermediate way back when. Against my mates, I remember watching their game. They are still here, but Black is playing. I thought he was CEO. Not quite sure what's happening there. And Noten has come in as well. He's played for teams like Singularity in the past and OPA. And he's had such an unreal series today. On Yuki was outrageous. And then Cabby, I thought, was actually replacing on this roster as well, but we haven't seen him yet today. I thought Cabby was on like a trial loan from AGF, so not sure what's happening right yet. But apart from that, Masonic, they've had a pretty ropey year. They have played 5 series on HLTV, and they haven't won a single map so far. They are 5-2 in advance, so it's not too bad. They went 7-7 last season. They didn't even make playoffs, so they've been a little bit ropey right now. But in HCG, they've just been phenomenal. Super, super impressive. And I feel like that I'm laying the scenes right there. They are coming up against a team that has just made the major. They are coming up against a team that has some of the most experienced players in the world on their roster. Bad News Eagles, X-Blink. They came 4th in Challenger League last season. These players have been around forever. They've won a Cash Cup this year. As I said, they're playing at a major. They're looking dangerous. And it's now 3rd map. And whoever wins this map will be making their way over to the LAN finals, where they will be meeting 4 invited teams. Where they will be meeting Eternal Fire, and then the winner of our next 2 games. Bad News Eagles, they are gagging to be there to prove themselves even further than they already have and get some experience before the major. And Masonic, they just want a chance to be able to elevate themselves going into 2022. We have seen probably one of the most ecstatic best of 3s I have ever casted in my life. I'm definitely going to remember this one for a while. And because it's my birthday weekend, like you guys went, okay, Fred, we'll give you a good birthday weekend just for you. And we'll be going into this knife round now. Masonic, they are starting on the T side. Bad News Eagle. Oh no, Masonic are on the CD side. Bad News Eagles on the T side. This is looking pretty dangerous for both sides. Masonic, the heavy underdogs coming into this game. I thought it was going to be a done deal. I thought they would even get, I don't even know if they'd get a single map. They've pushed it to the absolute limits. Super impressive from them so far, but can they continue? The B-bomb side will be the point of attack. Regon slipping through the net is going to find that first kill. Notan now left alone. He's going to have to start popping some heads, but his head's going to get popped in return. The retake's going to come in, but I feel like that will be the round for Bad News Eagles, especially with Regon in such a pushed position. He picks up a second as well. He knows where the third is. And oh, what a one-tap onto Cunix. Absolute demolition. What more do you want from your Swiss player? And it is B&E on a first round now. It will just be the 5 USPs out for Masonic. On Nuke, we saw them very, very prolific with their USPs. They had some really nice rounds with them, and it will be them. It will be Regon just flashed in. Bit of an Astralis stack in a very weird way. The Danish side putting their own twinge on their Astralis stack. So they want to be the more, bit of a more dominant Danish side. They've still got a lot of time to go. These SMGs looking to farm up. Every single kill with an SMG is $600 into their bank accounts. And long-range battle, Seneri does get eliminated by Genzi. He's going to get hunted down with his SMGs. And he actually gets a second on Juan Flatro. That's 3 kills going the way of Masonic. Not a shabby eco whatsoever. Can't complain. Third round is going underway right now. Masonic, they have the guns out. They've got 4 A1Ss and a SAMAS. And it's going to be the B defense that is going to be tested. The Mac 10's been sent up, so Nolte's going through everything. No Time's the only player on the side right now, and he's going to be good for 2. That's monumental from him. He's holding down the fort in a very destructive manner. And the rotations have been allowed to get in. These 3 players are boxed in here. Dragon is going to drop a smoke in speed to try to give himself more space. And he's going to get through 2 kills. And it's going to be Bad News Eagles with only 1 going their way. What more do you want? Masonic, eat your heart out. I said I wasn't too sure what their Inferno would be like. And it's definitely proved pretty impressive because B&E only kept 2 players alive on that 3rd round, on the 2nd round even, against the USPs. Look at their money. 2 AKs, Galil, 2 Eagles. That's not what you want right there. Nade is going to do quite a bit of damage onto Regon. Genzi. I'm just spamming through Notam. Notam spamming through Notam. Nice one, Fred. Notam spamming Regan down through the smoke. It will be the kills going left, right, and center. Jean Flatcher actually opening up a lot of this presence in towards long. Genzi, though, they don't expect him to be here. He gets a kill with the head turn. Phoenix, though, first kill on the board for himself in this game. He was so good from Masonic last on HM. He's going to try hold this down. Seneri, they know where he is. They've heard him. They definitely hear this gunfire. Flash is going to come out. Isn't going to blind him. Is actually going to gift him a free kill. Bomb is on his back. A minute left on the clock. Genzi and Kraken arguably hunting him down. Running out of bullets. And it will be Masonic getting themselves a second. That's very nice. And without the bomb being planted as well, that's actually a lot of... That's actually really impactful for B&E because they have no extra money coming into this round. And oh my dearie me, this is wonderful from them. I'm going to be honest, I'm on the Masonic hype train. I am in the favor of Masonic right now. I want to see Masonic pulling this through. And it's going to be the Tech 9 shot for B&E, and they actually get some success here. No Time does hold the fort down, and he's going to replenish the Molotov to stop them momentarily, allowing for the rotation to come in. Black is here to help his teammate. Flash is going to keep off and blind all the players. They line up, and it's going to be No Time looking to get an ace here. He's got 4 kills, and that's the first ace of the series. No Time with 5. Anti-eco, eat your heart out. And oh, he's in for an absolute banger. Notan, he was catastrophically, unbelievably amazing on you. He was hitting some tasty shots, and he slowed down a little bit on Ancient, but he's been picking up the pace, and all the Ancient wants on a little bit. This is a fast round with the Tech 90 yet again. Black is going to lose his life, and they're wrapping onto the B bomb site. Kragan and Notan with their knife out, and oh, GX second in the round. He picks up the AK. Notan is going to have to step up, and he's only good for one. And how has this happened? Masonic now in this 2v4. And this game, no one wants to let slip, and it will be the T side picking up a third with a bomb down. GX, a Norpa by nature. He can do it with the Tech 9s, he can do it with the AKs, and he shuts down the Danish players in there. Just they couldn't even get anything going. Crispy as you like. Notan's only good for one. So just trying to save these guns. Him and Jency, they're trying their best. Up close and personal AWP is not necessarily what you'd want. It's going to be a bit of a tall order, I can't lie. Bad News Eagles, their money's so good. Because they saved and they only had 2 brands, it will just be looking pretty dangerous. So Nopsy with this Tech 9 is going to try hunt down Jency, but it's not going to be to any avail. Yorp does get saved over. Masonic, they have quite a bit of... a little bit of money. The Bad News Eagles, they're looking tasty now. Rigon here. He's getting up close and personal. He's run into Wood here. The Molotov hasn't spread effectively. They're not clearing him immediately. And then with the flash as well, Rigon's been gifted 2 kills. Jency is here with the AWP to try and shut them down. He's going to miss that shot as well, ringing through the sky. Goes back for seconds and does hit it finally. Molotov momentarily will slow them down. Looks at this from Flatro. He's going through the back line. He's going to catch off the Apps player. And that is everything going the way of Bad News Eagles. Black, though, doesn't even get the kill on the GX. B hopping around the corner. And that is the bomb safely being planted onto the A bomb site now.
Bomb has been planted. Terrorists win.
Very nice indeed. We're going to train this round with the mid push coming in. The USPs, they're only good for one. He's got another knife kill. He's got, that's the 8th of the game. That's another knife kill going the way of Bad News Eagles. John Flatro, he has been swiping away with that karambit. I have seen it so many times in the kill feed. And Bad News Eagles, yet again, picking up another knife round. Knife kill. Just look at, like, how has he been allowed to do this yet again? And Black is going to get stabbed. That's the money so badly needed. He's got 8 grand. Their money was a little bit tentative, and because he's got that kill, it solidified them very nicely. And it's just so many knife kills back and forth. Just another one. Another one. However, it is going to be Bad News Eagles trying to luck up towards his A bomb site now. It's one flat show. Because they've actually lost a lot of HP across the board. On Flatro, he does get the first kill onto QNX. Could be traded out by Black. That is just a ruse. They're not sending any team, any player in any direction just yet. But the kills are actually going the way of Masonic. First time it felt like in a while. And Notan's been left alone towards this B bomb site right now. Smoke will go down. However, Rigon's going to push through this. He's going to take advantage of this right now. Kragan is here though. Smoke goes down. He's going to spam through. There is a low HP player there, but he's not going to find him just yet. Notan, he's been pretty good so far on Inferno. We've seen him get an anti-eco ace. Can he step up now? Bomb will be planted. Both B and E players are low HP. They've only got 67 HP combined. coming up against these 4 players. Regon's actually slipped through a little bit. He's got in towards Tree. The question is, do they clear him? His teammate has fallen, so it's looking a little bit precarious, and it's going to be Gency finding that last kill, and Masonic, they're on to 4 now. The question is, can they get 2 in a row?
Bomb has been defused. Counter-terrorists win.
I just realized I'm muted, so I was talking, but I think I accidentally tapped my mic. Kragan, though, into the bomb site is going to spam through the smoke. So much damage, but is unable to get that kill. At least Genty is still alive, though, from that early interactions. Noted he might try to run through. It does. He actually doesn't run through. He gets some spam damage. Oh, that headshot onto Regan. Are you kidding me, Noted? How have you been allowed to do that? And he goes for the 3rd, and that's absolutely phenomenal. Goes for the 4th, and he gets it through the wall. Masonic, how have you been allowed to do that? Notum is the king of banana right now. The king of Inferno. That's unreal scene from him. And it's put Bad News Eagles right in their place. However, Bad News Eagles, they're looking to have some rebuttal now into this round. Very nice nade, very nice nade from Masonic. GX is going to be wielding that AWP now. There's 3 players towards this B bomb site. The bomb is still down towards T-Rab. Regon, he's trying to get an opening pick here. He might find it. Very stakely then, it's actually Genty on the other side of the map getting a pick onto Synopsy. Jean Flatro lurking out of apps here. But, you know, he might catch him off guard. I don't know quite what's going to happen, but it's going to be the rest of his team going over towards this B-bomb site. They have been smoked out momentarily, and they don't really have much utility. There's only 2 smoke. There's a smoke and 2 flashes in towards Banana right now. They're both on GX. Jean Flatro is still alive. He's He's going to find this first player into a pit, doesn't actually convert the kill, and they're all coming back towards this A bomb site. There's so much space being created, and the rotations are coming in. Kraken is there to try and support his teammates. Hunix, very nice early opening pick. Does just stop them momentarily, and the long player being eliminated. Just Regon and now Seneri. Make it just Seneri in this 1v5. He gets the first kill. Looking at the player in towards mid pit, jumps up onto his head. Oh my god, wait, hold on a second. Seneri with an unbelievable first 2 kills. Now he's in a 1v2, was in 1v5. Bomb goes down. Noten is very close though. Of all players who want to be close, it will be him, but Seneri, he's feeling himself right now. He's going to try and find the 1v1s. First player in towards long is going to lose his life, wrapping around towards short, and he doesn't expect him. Noten. Oh, that was a close one for MASONIC. All of a sudden, I thought Bad News Eagles was going to get the clip of their life. Seneri, that was so crisp. He gets 4 kills, unable to get the 5th. It does so much damage towards the Danish side. This is looking a little bit tentative for B&E now. They have 2 AKs, Deagle, and 2 Tech 9s. Definitely possible. We've seen them win with less, and we've seen Synopsy pull some unbelievable plays out of his pocket. However, this is a very nice T-side all in all for them. 6-6. In a CT-sided map, especially with the A1S buffs that we got introduced last year. Very impressive how it will be an app spot coming out. Jean Flatcher is going to lead the charge. Drops a smoke at his feet. The AK in hand. Nade is going to land on the player and towards pit. Do quite a lot of damage. And Blackon, he's already been eliminated with that nade. However, the A defense is standing strong. GX, no, he left alone. He gets a very nice pick onto Kraken. 2 already for himself in the round. 1v4. He's trying to do the same as Sereni from last round. This could be very difficult. Bomb is down in mini pit as well. He's going to have to find these first 2 picks very quickly. 1 in towards big pit. And 1 in towards default. As soon as he finds the first kill, which he does, he could get trade on. And he does. I assume Hunix will just swing. And it'll be MASONIC onto a 7th. And B&E looking quite tentative right now. They do have the round deficit, and they don't have the money to work with. They invested quite a lot into that, and they didn't get the bomb down. GX, he tried his best, and Orpa by nature does get 3 kills, so a bit of damage. The MASONIC economy is still rather tentative because of how many kills there has been in the recent past. However, it's going to be the second last round of the half. Bad News Eagles, they're only on pistols, and MASONIC now just trying to get an economy building, trying to keep players alive, so for this last round they can have everything they'd want. John Flatcher, a very nice deagle shot on to Notan. Actually does give them the 4v4 now, and is causing the rotations to split up a little bit. And because the rotations are split up a little bit, B&E have found a gap in towards long. This is very dangerous all of a sudden from MASONIC. And Black, he could be caught out very soon. I don't know if he's going to expect these 2 players here. He's going to walk straight into their crosshair. Oh, that was so lucky. He swings out. And he gets them both. That is so unfortunate for B&E. And Kragan, he farms them down. That is actually devastating for B&E. I thought that flank from CT was going to have it. And Black, he gets a little bit lucky there. And again gets the 2 kills. What more do you want? 8-6 right now. MASONIC, they're looking to get a 9th. B&E, they do have the rifles out. GX, does he pick up a Norb? He will. Doesn't have too much utility, but he does have the big green. However, MASONIC, because they keep so many players alive, they'll be kicking and screaming with everything they'd want. All the tricks and the trinkets. Inferno, I thought this would be... I did no idea what to expect from MASONIC. They are pleasantly showing me something quite interesting, some pretty good CS. However, B&E, I'm expecting a little bit more from them in the later stages of this 3rd map. App swap is going to be coming out. Black doesn't get one kill, but he does so much damage. Finally finishes off Rygon. Here's Gensi. Very nice ult pick out of the sky. Bad News Eagles. Oh, wipes down. It's going to be Gensi with a third. Very nicely done. And he solidifies a knife round for Masonic. Bad News Eagles on the 3-round deficit. And that is pretty tasty from them indeed. This Danish roster is looking very, very dangerous, and they're poised to put themselves on this LAN final. However, can the Albanian side of Bad News Eagles, can they pull it back? They have recently made it to the major. Can they continue their good form they have had so far? I will see you very shortly for the second half of this third map. My name is Freddy or Grimmy Rana. See you in about 30 seconds. And welcome back. I hope you enjoyed the little show reel from our sponsors. Big shouts to them because we wouldn't be here without them. This is a €180,000 tournament, and without either Coin Motion or Plasma, there'd be no chance we'd be able to give this type of prize pool. Plasma, they're an esports energy-based nutrition drink from Germany. They are made for gamers by gamers. And it's taking away, if you've ever had a gaming session where you get a bit tired, you've got a lack of sleep, that is the thing of the past. You can head over to their shop, or we can head over to the Twitter of HCG, and they're running a giveaway, I'm still pretty sure, for some of that. And also, CoinMotion is a cryptocurrency-based platform from Finland, one of the leading in the scene right now. And it doesn't matter your expertise or knowledge in the world, make sure to head over there, and you can be introduced very shortly. And it will be the pistol round coming out now. Masonic, they are on their T side with 3-round advantage. We saw them be a lot better on their T side of Ancient. However, can B&E now on their CT side, the more favorable side, can they pick up the pace? And can they make this map just a little bit closer? I feel like they have just been on the back foot for the majority of this game. It's felt like Masonic have been in the driving seat, and it will be an app swap coming in. Black is going to smoke in towards Moto. It's going to do a double flash out to the bomb site. It's not going to affect anyone because there's no one on this site. It is just 2 players in towards long, and they could get caught off guard. The bomb will safely go there, but Black's in a bit of a pickle right now. He's got 3 players going from Banana, 2 from Bracket, and he's going to get killed in the site in the back of the head. Kragan, he needs to get this first kill to make it somewhat even, and somehow he actually does. This is a really nice round from B&E so far. Flashes are coming out, blind them, but they're standing strong. Gensi with 2 on towards side, Qnix in towards pit, and it's just going to be them being cleaned up. Qnix, Gensi, and Kragan, they win the 3v5, and they put Masonic onto double digits. B&E, the Albanian side, they had to get this pistol round if they wanted to get anything in, if they wanted to have a chance in this third map. Masonic now, they're going to have 2 AKs, a Galil, 2 MAC-10s coming up against a Force Buy of Bad News Eagles. Oh, Jensen tearing the head off Synopsy there. He was holding down middle. GX does pick up his fallen teammate Scout. It's Jensi doing the exact same thing. However, double nade over Banana is going to allow for the rotations to come over. So Flasher's going to get tested here. He's going to get spotted out. And Jensi's on form. Your defense is terrified. Dragon spots out one of the last remaining players. And it's just now Senri left alone in this 1v4. I doubt he gets anything going here. And it's looking like MASONIC are going to be pretty potent to take map 3 and possibly book themselves a LAN, a place in the LAN. Ooh, barely gets away with his life there. He does pick up the deagle and will skirt away. This is very tasty indeed, MASONIC. They're 5 rounds away from closing out this series. It's been so neck and neck. It's been so close. It feels like neither team has wanted to give up, and I don't blame them whatsoever. But don't go too far, because we've still got 2 best of 3s left in the day. The day feels like it's already over. And it is going to be an absolute banger, though, for this next game. However, Gensi, he's continuing his form from last round, and so looking forward to the next game. It's actually No Name as the Bulgarian side coming up against Berserk, the slightly new roster, who actually also came from the regional stage as well. So that should be a bit of a bop. But it is going to be MASONIC with the man advantage. They do actually lose another player to John Flatro. Very nice kill from him. Does just give them a little bit more space to work with, and actually forces MASONIC to redirect themselves towards this A bomb site. And it's actually good for them that they are, because it is a B stack from BNE. And these 4 rifles, they've only lost the Mac 10 so far, so these 4 rifles are going to be looking to survive. And Gensi, he's been on form recently, 19-5, and AWPer by nature, but he's doing it with the AK in such a exuberant fashion, belittling down this Bad News Eagle side. And he's trying to get us a little bit more back on schedule. Last map was supposed to start 35 minutes ago, but it does not matter, because if this series is going to continue as any good as it has been, I wouldn't care for a second. GX does get spammed through smoke a little bit. Gensi, he's looking to get 20 kills. They are boosted behind that smoke, so he could be in for a bit of surprise. He does get the first. QNX gets a kill into ward. I don't even know, actually. It is just going to be now John Flatro. He's the person who got the opening frag for BNE, but he will get dropped. And MASONIC, they're on 12th. They've literally got double the score of Bad News Eagles. The buys are out now. The AWP is in for GX. What can he do with this now, though? 20-5, impressive scoreline indeed. And it will just be GX peeking with his AWP, and oh, what a lovely shot. He finally gets something going from for Bad News Eagles and tears them. And also, that scalp he took, biggest one you could take in the server. Gensi, he's finally been extinguished. They have quelled him in this server for once. The question is, can they continue this momentum? That is what I'm interested in seeing. Will they be able to follow it through? And it looks like they will. John Flatro shoring up with Regon, and they knock everyone down in their place. Bad News Eagles onto a 7th. They keep 4 players alive, saving over an AK AWP and 2 A1Ss. That is tasty indeed from the Bad News Eagles side. The Albanian team, they finally have some success. The question is, can they continue this? Are they able to string 2 rounds together, or will MASONIC put them back into their place? Notan playing with fire a little bit, does lose a lot. He does use a bit of HP, and it's actually Bad News Eagles committing 3 players towards B early on, and does actually, and because of that, they've taken the whole of the B bomb site, and they're able to rotate the other 2 players over to A. So if MASONIC do choose to take some take some presence here. They'll be fighting against 4 players, not what you'd want to be seeing if you're a Danish flam, but if you're from Albania and if you're reigning in for Bad News Eagles, you're definitely quite happy. Miss Smoke as well is going to give Jean Flatro a little bit of a pixel angle to work with. Utility is coming back for Masonic, though, in towards Banana. However, because GX is left alone with this orb, he will get flashed off momentarily. I was going to say, that smoke does not block him off. It's actually forcing a rotation back, and it'd be interesting to see what Masonic do with this right now, because they're running out of utility, and they're running out of time. Where do they choose to head? The bomb is positioning towards A now. And they actually get a very nice opening pick onto Jean Flatro. That's putting Bad News Eagles in a state of disarray. Masonic, they are bounding onto this A bomb site. Synopsis going to have to go huge. There's actually Regan. He's good for 1. Synopsis standing strong onto short, but they're only going to get 1 apiece. Gensi, he's on fire right now in towards Inferno. He's the king of Inferno. It was no time, but he's taken his crown. Bad News Eagles, 2 players retaking from this long area. They've got a flash and a hit. They're going to run through. Sereni is actually going to get that first kill, but quickly traded out. And GX is just bounding through the smoke. He's onto the bomb site. He knows where 1 player is, doesn't know where the second. Takes a pot top in towards short. Just trying to spam, see if someone's there. Is going to tap the bomb, but gets off it. Spots the player in towards pit, and he will get away with his life. Tail in between his legs, and he will scarper away. That's going to be Masonic onto a 13th. Bad News Eagles, because they saved that AWP over, they are able to buy it back around this, but this is going to be do or die. If they lose this round, it could be a little bit dangerous. 3 A1Ss and a FAMAS and an AWP. Super nice from Masonic so far, but the thing is, Bad News Eagles are not out of the count. They definitely can bring this out, and they definitely can commit a little bit towards this map and just make it a little bit more contestable. However, Masonic, they are 3 away from booking their one-way ticket to the LAN finals. Have a look at this GX. He's pushed into that. This is wonderful. He's going to miss a shot, though. But he does connect the second onto Kraken. Very nicely done from him. Unix, though, spam through, and he gets both of them. That is outrageous. The A bomb site has been opened up. Flatro in towards short. He's going to have to do it all here. Masonic, they aren't choosing to just break onto anything just yet. Flatro is behind them, and it's going to put it into a 3v3. Very nicely done from him. It's going to eliminate the player of Unix. And it's going to be Masonic committing towards this B bomb site now. All 3 players in towards Banana. They've got a smoke, 3 flashes, and a Molotov. They'll only be meeting 1 player of Synopsy. He has nothing to work with, and they need to pick up the pace. Masonic, they need to go now because the rotations are coming in. They're up close and personal. It's going to pop onto this bomb site, and a head going to get taken off. They're just executing onto this bomb site. Man advantage. 1 Flatro. The smoke's actually going to miss as well. They're going to allow him a first kill, but the flash is going to blind him. He's not going to be able to get anything for his trouble. That one's going to go down. No one's going to cover him, but he's still going to miss the shot. Sereni is going to come in, trying to find a kill here, but he does not. Masonic, they win a 14th. They keep 3 players alive, and it's basically just down up to Qnix. That spam through the smoke wins them the round single-handedly. Pause coming out, and the Danish side, they are rejoicing right now. This is going to be possibly the last couple rounds of the series for us. Masonic, they've impressed me quite a lot. I cannot lie. I really did not expect this from them. I don't think anyone really expected this from them. They are proving to be a force to be reckoned with. They're up against Pistols. They want to put themselves onto match points. Notan, alongside Gensi, have been playing out of their mind. And they deserve to continue forward. Banana is tempted to be claimed by Bad Eagles. However, spam through the smoke is just going to make it bad to worse for this CT side. Regon has got quite deep, but with these Deagles, it's going to be quite difficult. And Gensi, he expects the player to be there as well, so he's still looking out for it. They are moving themselves towards the bomb site. Synopsy is going to get taken down, but they still have a inkling that Regon's going to be here. They hard clear him. That's actually the bomb being dropped. Regon with the Deagle. He gets a second, but unable to get the third. That's so unlucky. That could have been the round there and done. That could be Masonic trying to pick it up, but it's going to be GX. He gets a second kill. He gets a first kill. That's 3 in the round for Bad News Eagles. And they're trying to run away. He's pushing through. He could be dropping the bomb here, and he does. We're into a 1v1. GX with 22 HP and no armor, though. He's picked up an AK. Cunix is going to be behind this smoke, which his teammate dropped. 30 seconds left on the board. And he has the read. GX could be winning this in the most unbelievable fashion. Molotov's going to go down. Definitely know where they are now. GX is just dancing around, and he gets the kill. That's absolutely unbelievable from the Albanian side. Regon and GX, they win the 5v2, and all of a sudden, Bad News Eagles are back into it. Rounds 23 underway now, and Bad News Eagles, they have the momentum, they have the charisma and the people behind them. Honestly, ladies and gentlemen, there's nowhere else we'd want to be right now. This is unbelievable CS being played out. Masonic, they do still have a buy though here, and they have quite a few rounds to work with. They have 6 rounds to work with, and they only need to get 2. There's 6 rounds to work with until it gets even. So they still have quite a few left to go. Probably in the next, in the next like 7 rounds, they need to at least get 1 or 2 rounds on the board. However, Bad News Eagles, this is the chance to them. This is it's the opening they needed. I've written them out for the count. However, old Cudix is catching Rigon off guard. One of the heroes of last round has already been eliminated. And Bad News Eagles, they only have 2 players on this A bomb side right now, and it will be Masonic running through, wrapping around A. GX is going to stand strong with the first kill. However, he gets second as well. He could be looking to get some more. He's left alone, and it will be all the kills going the way of Masonic. Synopsy now left with 1v3, and he almost gets knifed. How? Another knife kill? Notan is dicing him up. That was an attempted knife kill. He does some damage between Masonic on 15. Bad News Eagles, because they won that round with the Deagles, they have quite a bit of money. Well, a little bit of money. They have some SMG. They have pistols and 2 rifles. GX, he tried his best here. He got these first 2 kills. Very nice second kill, must I say. But he's just unable to get anything going. They run him down. Notan in towards long, takes down the rotations. And this is absolutely unbelievable from Masonic. I am super impressive right now, and I can't wait to see them further on in this year. Bad News Eagles, though, they're going to have to really, really show what they are made of. 7 rounds in a row is what they need to find. They need to win them absolutely flawlessly, and they need to start with a round where they have 2 Deagles of 5.7, an A1S, and an MP9. Unlikely is the word I'd use. However, we've seen them win with less. Notan's got that Mac 10. He did get the opening pick last round, so somewhat of an advantage, one would say. Gensi, the first time I think I've seen him on the orb in this whole T side. He hasn't needed to. He's been so good without it. And it is going to be, look at this though, Synopsy, he's pushing quite aggressively on Bernard, but look at this, he could be ending off the game right here, but GX, lovely Deagle shot, is going to get traded out by Kragan. That aggression is going to just but I don't know if Kragan saw that second player coming through, and it's going to be this kills going the way of Bad News Eagles. 4v3 in favor of the Albanian side. And look at this. Rigon, he's sneaking through. He could be the X Factor right now. He's going through Mexico. Gensi gets a kill on Banana. Rigon, he's been popping out behind them. He gets the first kill, gets the second, and oh, it's now just Gensi left alone in this 1v3. He has no control of the bomb. You know, there's one play in towards Banana. And what a wonderful play from Rigon. What more could you want from him? Gensi, 27-8. He sees one player in towards Banana. One player's behind him. He's going to... Oh, it's a knife coming out. And it's no. Rigon does it with the AK. I thought the knives were going to be coming out again, but it's not being the case. MASONIC, they throw around in such a dynamic fashion. All on based of an unbelievable timing being played out by Rigon. First nice kill from GX. And look at this from Rigon. He lines them two up. Bam, bam. Then he gets the third, I'm pretty sure, onto Banana. And oh my god, this game is exhilarating and exhausting at the same time. Tech timeout. Are you kidding me? You're stopping momentum. Whoever's, I think someone's Black issues. Black issues, not Black. Black has got some issues. So 15-19, the game has been paused. And MASONIC, they have a very tentative buy coming out. It looks like they might just be saving. They've got rounds to play with. They don't need to force the issue. Wait till you can get the guns out, and that is my aim. However, Bad News Eagles, I said they were not out for the count. They've won rounds with less, and they've done it here. Keeping 3 players alive, saving AWP, saving AKs. What more do you want? This is looking pretty nice for B&E. And, okay, Gensi, he's done that so many times. They've got the Deagles. He's opened up the round yet again. He's going for a second, but isn't able to do so. Reload does come in. John Flatro saving his teammate momentarily. It's just now Kunix. He's going to get a second kill. Trying to get some more. Actually, he gets the third as well. Oh, looking for a 4th kill of the round for MASONIC. But that's actually a lot of damage going the way of B&E. And a very nice opening pick from Gensi. His form has not quivered whatsoever. He's got that kill on brackets so many times. Kunix as well, just finding some momentum. And MASONIC, they will have the guns out this round. Actually, wait, no, they won't have the guns out, because I'm pretty sure they forced into that. But super nice from that, from the Danish player there. And it will just be MASONIC put onto these pistols yet again. Maybe a fast play will come out, but B&E 5 rounds away now to bring us to overtime. And we're really going to see 3 overtimes being played out. Fast speed coming in. This could be it. Black with this P250 is going to lead the charge, but slows down momentarily. Rigon with a very fast flank is going to get catch off the bomb, and the bomb's in T-spawn. And oh, Gensi and Black left alone. All against the world. The Glock comes out, and he actually glocks down the AWP. Nopsy with that P250 is going to finish off Black, and it's going to be Gensi looking to get 30 kills and maybe just do a little bit more damage. Bomb has been picked out. The Molotov, they're going to run straight through this. He's actually going to throw the AWP out of the map. Knife in his hand, and it's going to be Synopsy with the P250. 11 rounds. They can see the AWP, but they can't get it. MASONIC on 15. Still, though, Bad News Eagles 4 in a row flawlessly to get, and they're up against the guns now. This is very exhilarating right now. Rigon pushed all the way down towards middle. He's going to get the first kill. Gensi has such a huge scalp to find. GX just gets away with his life. There was a smoke there to grant him some passageway. And it is going to be 4 for 4 right now in favor. It's actually probably in favor of B&E because they've taken the head off Gensi. That is such a huge scalp to take. He's been so prolific on Inferno. So to be able to win that aim battle there, what more do you want? And it's going to be 2 players for the time, 3 players for the time being on this A position. Smoke's going out to fake a wrap around a bomb site. An outspot coming out. Synopsy finds the first kill onto Cunix. Flat throw on towards balcony. It's going to be peeking out, trying to get a kill, but GX in towards brackets is actually going to get another one. There's just no time left alone. He doesn't even get one for himself, and that is magnificent from B&E. Are we seriously going to go to the third overtime of the series to decide map 3? Put onto the Deagles yet again. Masonic, they will get pressured with some early aggression in towards second mid here. Regon does take a bullet to the head, so we will be dropped to 60 HP. Flash as well. Noxy is coming through a smoke. He gets 2. No time. Good for 1. And these pistols, they're only probably going to get 2 here. Cunix, we've seen him in this position before. He's already put a dink and a bullet into the head of one of the players. Wait, hold on a second. He hasn't got the bomb, and Seneri will collect the pieces. 13 to 15 in favor of Masonic right now. AK and AWP does get saved over. And Bad News Eagles, they're looking pretty dominant. They're looking like they might actually be taking this Synopsy 2 kills through the smoke. What more could you want? And it is actually going to be Cunix. He's been like in towards Boiler. He's got multiple kills. That got very close that round, and that would have been absolutely exhilarating to end off a game like that. However, the AWP is out for Gency. 4 AKs up against the AWP of GX. An AK M4 and 2 A1Ss for Bad News Eagles. Everyone's got everything you'd want. And it will be the early B control being taken by Bad News Eagles. It's been something they've been so good at. Masonic have not been able to fight this early control that much. And it's been something that's been in the thorn on their side. But it's been the fast A coming out. GX fat running through a smoke. Gets the kill onto Kragan early on. Synopsy here on towards a bomb site is getting baited in by his teammate. And Masonic, they've been shut down at every hurdle. And I think overtime could be coming in momentarily because it is just Gency left alone. 15-13 in favor of Masonic. And this next round, they're going to be only on the pistols, ladies and gentlemen. This has absolutely been exponential from Bad News Eagles. Both the AWPs missing a shot there. Gency, he had to hit that if he wanted to get an in this game. No scope doesn't go his way, but it goes the way of GX. And the no scope battles do go in the favor of the Albanian AWPer. 15 to 14. This series has been unbelievable. I don't understand how this has happened. Both teams have been neck and neck. Neither side being able to claw much of an advantage. Masonic, they had both teams, may I add, on Ancient. B&E had such a strong lead. Masonic then has had such a strong lead on this map. Outthrown it away. It is the 2 AKs and 3 Galils in favor of Masonic. And they actually get an opening pick on the Rigon. I haven't seen one of those for the Danish side in quite a while. And surely not. Our Bad News Eagles going to fall at the last hurdle. This is the last round they need to get. They've had 6 in a row. Can they make it a 7th, or will they fall to the Danish side? 1:20 on the clock. There's actually a lot of map control for B&E. They've got all of Banana, but none of Brackets. GX is holding down alone here. Smoke will deny him any info. He sees a player in towards ramp. Oh, that timing shot so almost connected. But it will not be the case. 3 seconds on the board, and the AWP has been pushed over back to that B bomb site. Synopsy now. Is he going to rotate? That is the question. I'm really intrigued to see what he will do. And he's actually holding towards a bomb site, which is the wrong play, because Masonic, they're all towards B right now. They're all grouped up. GX is going to have to do huge. 30 seconds left on the clock. He gets bashed up. He doesn't find the first pick. They know where he is. They're hunting him down. Molotov goes at his feet. He finds the first kill. Drops the bomb and gets the second. Will be traded out. But it is going to be Synopsy rotating in. 3v3. Masonic will get the bomb down just in the nick of time. All 3 players from B&E will be rotating from CT. They all have kit, 2 flashes and a smoke. Molotov will be reined in. Everything will be reined in. Gensi just about surviving, and he will not find that all take on towards CT. Kraken will trade his teammate, and it is now Synopsy left in this 1v3. All the players have to reload. Now make it a 1v1. Kunix is towards Phenom, is peeking out, and he just about gets to spray. Masonic, they win the series at the final leg, 16-14, and oh my god, this has been the absolute phenomenal series. Masonic, we will see them on land, and B&E, they have been locked out. Masonic, the Danish team, they've come from the regional stage. They've come from the main stage. They have fought thick and thin. And here they are today, taking down a team that has just made it to the major. I'm impressed. I can't wait to see more from them. My name is Freddie Ogami Rana. Don't go too far, because in 20 minutes, we will have Berserk versus No Namers.